and possibly in the league this year. Dennis Allen is legit. My fourth and short, 7 Bills had 2+ interceptions in 24. They tied the Vikings for the most in the NFL. I'm projecting the Bears defense to do the same in 25. Many hands getting to the ball. That's been shown already in training camp. And if that happens, these Bills were plus 24 last year. They didn't have the greatest defense. They had a great offense. And they were within 3 points of going to the Super Bowl. So just use that for food for thought. There's my Joniak's Journal.
Very good. And J-Mac, as you are down on the field, you're a coach as well, very successful high school coach. You played at the highest level, went to a Super Bowl. As far as starters, what do you want to see from them as not only a guy who would play, but also a guy who now coaches?
Yeah, you want to see, just overall, especially on offense, the overall operation, right? Starting with Caleb Williams, you want to see how efficiently this offense runs with him at the helm, right? Getting the play calling, getting to the line of scrimmage with enough time so that way you can execute a motion or a shift that we know is associated a lot with a Ben Johnson offense, right? You want to see an offensive line step up. We'd like to see some clarity, like Ben Johnson said, with this left tackle position, right? So you're going to see, in uniform right now, you got Braxton, Theo, and Karan all in uniform tonight. They're going to get their fair dose and an opportunity to take that position. And defensively, I just want to see the defensive starters who didn't play last week come out here and continue what we've seen throughout these joint practices, right? Aggression, physicality, generating takeaways. So you want to see all of that when it's their first opportunity to showcase, what we're so excited to see this upcoming season.
Tom, what have you seen from Theo Benedette and how he's firmly placed himself in the mix here?
It's really been a surprise because he's showed that he's got the athleticism in order to play the position. And now that you have the balance, do you have the striking ability, do you have the opportunity to work to that second level and make sure that 6'7" frame is underneath the linebackers that you're facing in today's game? I'm super impressed by his commitment to over the last couple of years and how highly the coaches think of him and what he could possibly pull off here in this battle at the left tackle position, because he's come in the last 8 or 9 days and showed not that he doesn't belong, that he belongs in the race. And so if he would come out here tonight and put in a great effort in understanding what's being said in the huddle and how it pertains to his specific job, and then he works with tight ends and offensive guards and does it well and efficiently and creates a point of impact on runs, then, hey, more power to him. And I would love to see a dark horse like that come in the third week of the training camp and into the preseason games and put himself in that race.
Tom and Jeff join us upstairs from the Hyundai booth. Jeff, you usually have your binoculars fixated on maybe a less heralded player. Who could you tell us you'd be looking at tonight who may stand out?
Well, you know what? I want to see a follow-up performance by Ja'Day Walker. I just thought he was tremendous. He's had a tremendous week. He almost blocked what would have been a block punt, and that's his specialty at Texas A&M. So you get a guy like that who has an outside chance, albeit a long shot chance of being one of how many receivers are going to take. And Richard Hightower sees that kind of play. He blocked one against Texas and blocked one against Miami last year at Texas A&M. I just love what he's doing. So that would be one guy right there. And then I guess on the defensive side of the ball, I want to see exactly how things are with a guy like Josh Blackwell. So we don't know when Kyler Gordon's going to be back. They're hoping he'll be back. But, he's had a tendency to have some soft tissue injuries. So that guy is a nickel when he's not a gunner on special teams, which is his specialty. But this guy he's learning a lot, and he is developing as a player. So I want to see what he does tonight.
J-Mac, and for everybody really, but J-Mac, you're down on the field. There are reports coming in from many of the Bears reporters saying that Kyle Monangai is in street clothes tonight. It's something that Waddle has wanted to see them run the football more. Kyle Monangai averaged the 6 yards per carry last week. Do we know anything about Kyle Monangai and why he would be out?
Yeah, he's definitely in street clothes. I'm not sure as to why he's not participating tonight. He had a really good joint practice on Friday. It would have been another great opportunity to get more evaluation on him against, solid defense that the Buffalo Bills have. So just expect Deion Hankins and Ian Wheeler to get a heavy dose along with DeAndre Swift probably get, who knows how long he will get, but he'll be in the mix as well. But a great opportunity for those 2 young guys to showcase their ability.
Hey, Tom, you would like to see them run the football tonight as well, wouldn't you? I mean, everyone is enamored with seeing the ball in the air with Caleb Williams and all these weapons, but sometimes the best way to protect your left tackle is to ask him to go forward, not backwards.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, the foundation of this success of this offense is going to be because of the running game. And then if you can kind of figure out where your strengths of the offensive line is going to be. Is it going to be the inside 3? Is it going to be one of the offensive tackles start taking control of that position? And Ben Johnson's talked about at the podium that he doesn't know if they're a 2-gap team, if they're an inside zone, or if they're an outside zone team. So there's a lot of investigative work involving the running game that Ben Johnson has to see to think, how am I going to develop a game plan against Brian Flores and the Minnesota Vikings? Where is my strength that I know that I can run repeatedly to make sure this offense starts getting some traction? And then that will lead to how helpful that if you have a good running game, that play action can really benefit your team as well.
Doug Coletti, 42 pass plays, 24 runs a week ago. If you're doing the percentages, Mr. Waddle, 64%, 36% pass run ratio.
Keep it up. Keep running the rock.
Is there is there a certain amount of time you guys would like to see starters play?
I like to see production, Dion. I don't want to go 3 and outs and then let them take their stuff off and get hot dogs for the rest of the night. I want to see the first team offense go in there and get a few first downs. See if they can stay in there for a double-digit drive. See if they can go in there and Ben Johnson can get not deep into his playbook, but at least on the second page. So I just want to see production of, give us a snippet look at what this offense can ultimately be.
Yeah, I agree with Tom. The ups and downs we've seen throughout practice, especially with this offense, you'd love to see them come out here and hopefully get a quarter, right, to see if they can iron out some of those mistakes, especially in a live environment, a game-type environment, which is going to be much needed. And the great opportunity for them to be under the lights, as you know, they're going to be facing the Vikings in Monday Night Football. So it's a great opportunity for them to get as close to a game-like simulation as you can to help them prepare for the season opener.
Guys, this is for all of you. We've all watched a ton of training camp being at the facility. So we know what they're lacking and what they need work on. We've hit that a lot with the left tackle position and other things. Where do you believe, since Ben Johnson has come to town, Dennis Allen, as you mentioned, Jeff, where the Bears, you've seen the biggest growth from the start of camp to now?
I'm just going to stick with the intensity component and the idea that every coach and every player has regurgitated back, and we've seen it on the field, that they want to be aggressive, physical. Again, this is a conversation I had with Blackwell. He said, yeah, a lot of coaches come in, say they want to do this, and they don't really back it up. He goes, these guys are backing it up with every detail, with every meeting. There's not like Allen. Dennis Allen is all business all day. Ben is all business all day. Bieniemy, special teams, Hightower. I can hear him in the auditorium raising his voice at these guys. I mean, it's legit. So that alone has got everybody's attention that's involved here. And hey, I don't know what that means in the big picture, but it does mean that this is the expectation. So play like it.
One thing I'd like to see, you guys, is I want to see the quarterbacks compute the pre-snap motion. If they have movement during the cadence and they're trying to get a tell from the defense as to if they can run the play that they have called or they have to go to the check play, part of that thinking process has to become innate. And if they can realize that the pre-snap motion that Ben has called for them is all to tell them, get a little bit of an evidence of what the defense is trying to, and then they can run the play more efficiently, I'd like to see how all the complexity of the offense starts working together.
And Tom, to that point, we've seen a lot in training camp where the play clock does wind down, and there were a couple plays against the Bills where I don't even think they threw a flag on one of them, but it was clearly a full second after it hit zero that the offense didn't get the play off in time. The delay a game today, making sure that they're getting out of the huddle with enough time to run the play and for Caleb to size things up. Is that something you guys are looking for tonight?
Yeah, it's Ben's got to be able to get the play into the helmet of the quarterback quick enough where they can have time to transfer the information to the huddle, and then they can go to the line of scrimmage, have a second of that evaluation time, and then get into their cadence. So it's a process from the sideline to the field to call it in the huddle, break the huddle, and then get to the line of scrimmage. Because right now, Sylvie, as they're going through their pregame warm-ups, they're breaking the huddle instantly. There is no lingering in the huddle, so I think it's probably been a point of emphasis and the conversation that Ben has had with these guys already.
Without a doubt. I mean, the verbiage of this offense, the language just with one particular play call is going to be huge for Caleb to really enunciate the entire play to the group in the huddle so that way everybody understands what their job is. But like we're saying, to have enough time to go to the line of scrimmage, right? Sometimes there's two plays within one. They'll can the first play, go to the second play. They can kill the first play and go from run to pass. So there's a lot of things that come with one play call, but also being able to make sure you're efficient enough to have enough time to go out there and execute a shift or a motion if that play calls for it as well.
J-Mac, how valuable is this time for Ben Johnson as well, these games? He's wearing two hats now, not just the offensive play caller, but he's also the head coach. I thought he did a really nice job managing the clock at the end of the half last week. How important are all of these moments for him to get used to things before the ball goes in the air week one?
It's very important. The more game-type situations you're put in and they're actually executing it in a game-type environment just helps continue to prepare you as a head coach for the season, right? You may practice game situations, short yardage, goal line, 2-minute situations, right, third and long, all day long in a training camp controlled environment. But you have the opportunity as the head coach to go into a game-type environment and really, work on your craft and really focus in on the situation and how you plan to execute that, not only as a head coach but as a staff. It's invaluable in terms of your preparation for the season.
Last thing, guys, is last week the Bears, they had 2 false starts, 2 illegal shifts, and 1 illegal formation. So it's not an epidemic that they're going through right now, but it is about the process of having that whole process become perfect so you don't have 5 penalties like that.
Guys, great stuff as always. Can't wait to hear the call. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Bear
Enjoy.
down.
There you go.
Happy birthday, Tom.
I like the bear down, too, that J-Mac threw in there as well. So it is a beautiful night for football. We're going to hear from Ben Johnson coming up. We've got just over 15 minutes till kickoff. It's Bears and Bills. This is the Advantage Auto Group pregame show on the Bears Radio Network.
Crash, bang, suddenly you are on the DL. If that happens as a result of somebody else's negligence, we can help. I'm Jim Morisi, Chicago personal injury lawyer. Our experienced attorneys and support staff will talk with you during a free consultation, tell you your options, and ensure that you take the right steps throughout the entire process. Visit us at MorisiLongo.com. That's MoriciLongo.com. Your future is our priority.
Tired of losing power? Feeling powerless? Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric today for a free estimate on a whole home standby generator. Never be without power again. Fully installed systems starting at just $99 a month. Power your sump pump, your fridge, your freezer, your garage doors, your heating and cooling so your home stays safe and comfortable. Four Seasons is the largest and most award-winning Generac dealer in Illinois.
Right reasons. Call it 664 Seasons.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
If you're turning 65 or new to Medicare, Humana might just have the health plan you're looking for. Our Medicare Advantage plans offer coverage and care you can count on. You could get a plan with a $0 premium or an all-in-one plan that may include medical and prescription coverage, as well as routine dental, vision, and hearing. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Illinois State University and Chicago's favorite football team have a lot in common. A long tradition. Illinois State is the oldest public university in Illinois. A history of success. Redbird graduates earn $15,000 more than the national average. And highly regarded recruits. Our newest freshman class is our largest ever. There's never been a better time to tune in on Sundays, and there's never been a better time to be a Redbird. Get started on a Hall of Fame career today. Learn more and apply for admission at illinoisstate.edu/admissions.
Football is back, and so is the perfect beer for your game day lineup, Yuengling Flight.
It's the next generation of light beer, crisp, clean, and just 95 calories. That's a win before kickoff.
You bring the wings and the jerseys, and we'll bring the flight, whether you're tailgating or posting up with friends.
Flight brings the flavor and keeps the energy up all season long.
Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Hey Bears fans, it's Sylvie. Steinhoffel's a proud partner of the Chicago Bears. Just opened their newest furniture and mattress superstore in Maryville Plaza in Maryville, Indiana. That makes 7 Chicagoland locations with the best selection, unbeatable value, and styles for every space and budget. Plus, they're 100% employee owned. That's a local pride you can feel good about. Shop in-store or online anytime at steinhoffels.com.
Chicago's home for sports is the home of the Chicago Bears. ESPN Chicago. Sync us up with your TV on the ESPN Chicago app.
All right, we're at Soldier Field getting set for the Bears and the Bills. The next time we'll be here at night as well for Monday Night Football. And we'll do this thing for real then. But for now, it's the first time we see the starters on both sides of the football. Let's go to Jeff Joniak and the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson.
From Soldier Field, welcome everybody to the Bears and Buffalo Bills. Jeff Joniak with Bears head coach Ben Johnson counting you down to kickoff. How you feeling, Ben?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, we've had a great week of practice here and really good opponent, and looking forward to seeing what our guys do here tonight.
All right, third trip in this building when you think about it. Last couple of weeks, I'd imagine a routine starts to flow, and now this is like a primetime game, nationally covered by Fox as well, a game under the lights. Do you like that primetime feel?
Oh, absolutely. This is the direction that we're headed. This will be good for our crew. We haven't had this night setting yet. We haven't had a night practice, much less a night game. So this will be a fun little routine for us to get it.
I love how you just said that's where we're headed. I'm thinking big picture because you hope to see a lot of national games. It means the Bears are winning football.
That's the plan. Absolutely.
Another shared practice in the rearview mirror. Did anything feel different about a practice with a team like Buffalo, a Super Bowl contender? Not to dismiss Miami whatsoever, but different programs.
Different program, a lot of respect for Coach McDermott and his staff. They've done it at a high level now for a number of years, 10-plus wins, I think, for the last, call it 6 years or so. And so you see it with their group. They're an experienced defense. They're an experienced offense. They've got a physicality about how they play that is really good for our guys to see what a Super Bowl contender looks like, because that's, like I said, that's the direction that we're going.
And what an MVP quarterback looks like in Josh Allen, getting a glimpse of him. Unique player, obviously, physically, all the attributes you'd want. And a defensive-minded head coach, so a little different feel for your team to look at.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a sound team across the board, and so you have to beat them fundamentally. You have to beat that opponent to his technique, and so it's really good to see our guys compete.
All right, I love analyzing stats. Ron Rivera always told me, hey, figures lie, liars figure, but I love the running game. So the Lions and the Bills were the only two teams that scored 500 points, pure offensive points, in the league last year. And your run-pass ratios were very similar. Dare I say close to 50-50. So the running game proves you can do a lot of damage, score a lot of points, and win a lot of games, correct?
There's no doubt about it. It's all complementary football. Some weeks we might need to throw it 50 times to score those points, and other weeks we can run it 50 times. But it all plays together, and when you have a veteran group of offensive linemen like we have that are really smart, it really helps the cause.
I know Kyle Shanahan has been quoted on this many times, but he loves the running game, but that play action he builds into the stats for the running game. Do you do the same?
I probably don't see it quite in that same light, but certainly we love the explosives and the chunks that come with the play action game as well.
How excited do you see the starters tonight?
I can't wait. Yeah, I think these guys, they've been steadily getting better over the course of camp, and so it'll be good to see them under the lights. And even if these guys have played for 10 plus years, some of them might have some nerves going into a game, first time in this stadium perhaps playing, and so it'll be good to get that out of our system.
You're building a 69-player roster. So guys that shine, you see how they act after being successful or not successful in a game. Is that something you keenly watch as well, in addition to just what they do every day at practice?
No, there's no doubt about it. We're looking to collect the 69 best that we possibly can, so that as attrition happens over the course of a 17-plus game season, that the next guy can step up and he can handle the pressure that comes along with it. So whether that's good plays or bad plays, how do we respond to everything in between? And so we're always evaluating that as a coaching staff. Who can we trust when it comes down to the real reps?
And do you appreciate the fight of some of these guys? This may be the only 3 games they ever play in their NFL life.
Oh,
yeah, hopefully not, but that's the reality.
There's no doubt about it. There's always that reality to this business this time of year, and our coaches, they're coaching everybody from player 1 to player 90 just the same. We want the best for them. We want them to put the best tape out there, that if they're not able to make our team part of our 69, then maybe another team will see something good and they can have another chance down the road. There's a number of stories that have gone that way, where guys get cut, and then they finally catch fire and take off in this league. So that story will be the same for a number of guys on our roster right now.
All right, what's the name of the game tonight for Bears-Bills? Your own personal rematch. I think it was 48-42. I won't say who won that game, but your quarterback had 5 touchdowns and nearly 500 yards thrown. I don't know if Caleb's doing that in his limited reps tonight.
We're just looking for clean football right now. We want to get alignment, assignment, and playing fast. Like I said, a lot of these guys, there might be a little bit of nerves, but if they can come out and play fast, then I think good things will happen.
All right, very good. Kickoff coming up at 7:04. Bears and Bills. We'll talk to you after the game. Coach, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
And as Bears head coach Ben Johnson. Coming up next, Mark Silverman, Tom Waddle, and Deion Miller as pregame continues. I'm Jeff Joniak. We'll talk to you at kickoff.
We'll keep it here as we continue to talk about the Bears game tonight against the Bills. We do have information on possible starters, too. We'll get you that in just a second. First 10 seconds, to be exact, as all of our stations identify themselves. This is the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is the home of the Bears, ESPN Chicago, WMVP, WTBC HD2, Chicago.
As we roll on the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show, Tom Waddle, Deion Miller, and yours truly, Mark Silverman, it looks like that you're going to get Braxton Jones at left tackle here to start, even though Theo Benedict took most of the first team reps, whether they're trying to send a message, whether they're trying to limit his workload, whether they're trying to see if someone else would have wowed them. And now it's his chance to win. I would think his chance to win the job with how he performs today with the ones.
Yeah, he's the incumbent. I think he is the leader in the clubhouse. It hasn't been great. They want to protect their quarterback tonight, too, and they feel that Braxton Jones probably gives them the best chance to do that from the left tackle position. That's how I would read it.
It's unclear how long the Bills plan to play their starters, but any chance to go against Joey Bosa and see exactly what you can do outside of the practice field, I think, is important, and to have it look better than it did on Friday. I think that's an important part of it, too. I love that Ben Johnson said we just want clean, fundamental football. Like, just keep it clean.
I love
Move
it.
forward. I love it, too.
Yeah. Kramer time tonight as well.
Yeah.
Doug Kramer will be starting at left guard, it looks like, with no Joe Tooney. It looks like Joe Thuney is going to get a Veterans Night off as
Not
well.
Luke
He
Newman.
should.
Luke Newman.
Luke Newman. I'm
Luke,
sorry.
that's what I thought.
Luke
Right.
Newman, yeah.
Kramer time. Yeah, that's usually on a handoff that was
my bad.
poorly called.
That's okay.
So yeah,
but you know who likes Luke Newman is Tom Thayer.
Yes.
Tom Thayer has
Right.
been talking about the versatility that he brings. They've been cross-training him too at the center position, so we will get to see more of Luke Newman tonight. Now, is this just because Thuney's been there, done that, and if there's anybody you feel comfortable and confident with, it's Joe Thuney?
I would think that he's the most accomplished player on your team right now, regardless of position, and they don't need to see 32-year-old Joe Thuney go out there for a preseason game against the Bills.
At this point, I think he kind of knows what he needs to do to be ready for week one. Same goes for Grady Jarrett, who looks like he will not be playing tonight either. 10-year vet, we get it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
And I was going to bring up Grady Jarrett because we have not talked about him much, and he was a very important player and one of the leaders for the Atlanta Falcons for many years. He has brought energy to Bears camp, and if camp has been any indication, he still has something left to give this team.
Yes, I think so. And on and off the field. I mean, he's quickly become a leader and a voice, and that loud voice that they need, so those young guys need. But he's also been working on the field and putting in the work. And if he can stay healthy, that's going to be very valuable for that front.
Yeah, he's valuable beyond sack totals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I find it very unlikely he's going to have double-digit sacks this year. But he's a guy that plays the run exceptionally well. He provides leadership in that huddle. They'll have a rotation of some talented defensive linemen, I think, this year, and he will lead the charge. He'll be your starting, nose tackle.
Yeah.
Over Billings. Billings will come in and give you a rotational help probably, but having Grady Jarrett in that defensive huddle, I think, very, very good for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
Time now for our game predictions. That is brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. You can save up to $4,000 on new furnaces and comfort systems with Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, and I've used them for everything, and they are terrific. For all the right reasons, call them at 866-4SEASONS. That's 866, the number 4 Seasons. All right, the score may not matter, and it will forever be a trivia question. Ben Johnson's first game with the Bears, whether it counted or didn't count, ended in a tie. But do you guys have a prediction on an outcome, whether it's individual or if you want to talk about the game? What are you guys predicting for today?
Well, I go back to what they said at post-game last week. The results don't matter, but the results don't count, but the game does matter. And I think that's where we want to see someone take charge at left tackle. We want to see Caleb showing some progress and confidence. We want to see, those things to me matter far more than what the box score ends up looking like in the end.
Yeah, I do think that they will focus on running the football as well. Like I said last week, in their first two series, they were 3 and out, and they threw the ball 5 out of 6 times. I don't think that'll be the case tonight. I think especially with Braxton Jones trying to find his way, and you got a backup left guard, I think DeAndre Swift should probably be good for 5, 6, 7 carries tonight. Try to take some pressure off of your quarterback and be clean. I think that Ben Johnson talked about it. Everybody's talked about it. Let's not get behind the sticks. Let's get in and out of the huddle. No penalties. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot consistently. Let's just play clean football and see if they can move it.
And it's been a comfort for Caleb has been Zacchaeus. And he loves to throw to Rome. So a couple of other things to listen for when Joniak and Thayer and J-Mac bring you the call coming up. That will do it for all of us here at Soldier Field. We've got the call of the game. And don't forget, at halftime, I take your phone calls on the Dr. Pepper hotline, 312-332-3776. So Bears fans, I want to hear from you on how you think those starters played. 312-332-3776. Your game action coming up next from Soldier. This is the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is Courtney Cronin, talking with 2 of Chicago's top personal injury lawyers, Julio Costa and Anthony Iavone of Costa Iavone.
See that? The name works. Keeping it simple.
Well, of course, it's your last names.
But the real point is that we can keep it simple because we are Chicagoans and our clients are Chicagoans. We know the city and we have a strong sense of the Chicagoland clients we represent.
And that puts them at ease right from the start.
Bingo. Bottom line, we get you, and we're here when you need us.
Costa Iavone. Keep our number in your phone.
708-4 million.
You know that sound, and you better get used to it, because when you bank with Union, you've got people cheering for you everywhere you go. Whether it's a quick run to the grocery store, the gas station, or shopping on your phone without even getting out of bed. When you get that kind of support with lower fees, great rates, and a team that's fully committed to your success, you win. Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner.
Joniak and Thayer with Jason McKee, Bears football, ESPN Chicago.
A year ago, Caleb Williams made his NFL debut in Buffalo against the Bills, and tonight his first snaps under new head coach Ben Johnson will come against these Bills again, this time right here in Chicago at Soldier Field against the NFL's reigning MVP, Josh Allen. Week 2 of the preseason about to commence on a national stage under the lights with Super Bowl winning Bears guard Tom Thayer and Super Bowl Bear fullback Jason McKee. I'm Jeff Joniak. It's actually the third straight preseason meeting and 18th overall between these teams. They shared practice at Hallisall Friday. It was a spirited affair, a lot accomplished on both sides. And Tom, what is the number one thing you want to see tonight? Ben Johnson says clean. What do you say?
Yeah, efficiency. You know, you want to see what this offense is capable of ultimately being when the regular season gets here, but it's got to start tonight with the starters. They have an advantage of already practicing against the Buffalo Bills, a little familiar with their style, so now the Bears have to do what they've been practicing for the last 3 months and put it on display.
Today's Waterproof Game brought to you by Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11. Visit them at www.rooferslocal11.org to find a professional, licensed, bounded, and waterproofing contractors dedicated to providing quality value and service today. 75 beautiful degrees here along Chicago's beautiful lakefront. 79% the humidity, wind north-northeast at 8. Thank God those storms that rolled through the Chicago area last night did not impact today whatsoever. Tom, I know you lost electricity. Right. What are you going to do, my man?
Oh, it'll be all right. I'm just here to watch a Bears game to cool me off a little bit.
Tonight's national anthem brought to you by Yuengling Traditional Lager as we honor our nation, and we also recognize and thank those who wear the uniform, past and present, for their service and sacrifice. American flag stretched between the 30s, and award-winning singer-songwriter Kendall Conrad performs.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, can prove through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa.
Done. Kendall Conrad with help from the color guard from Mount Prospect Fire Department Honor Guard presenting the colors. And the colors of the uniforms. Tommy, on the far side of the field, the Buffalo Bills white on blue with navy blue uniforms with the numbers rather outlined in red, the white helmet, and the raging buffalo, I guess is the best way to describe it. You got any piping over there?
Yeah, red and white, Jeff.
Bears with their familiar navy blue on white with white numerals trimmed in orange. The navy blue headgear, of course, and that wishbone C. And the piping on your bear.
We got a double buttress blue and an orange.
We got Cairo Santos and the former Buffalo Bill Tremaine Edmonds along with Cole Kmet, the captains tonight for the Bears. They'll meet on the Chicago Bears logo in just moments as we get you set for the coin toss. Tonight's referee is Clay Martin, 50 years old. I don't know what the significance of that is, but hey, you give him is he a birthday shout out? 157 NFL games over a decade, Tommy. An all-state high school player in both football and basketball. High school athletic director in Oklahoma. You played a little basketball. Did you play in high school?
No.
No, but you did play for the Bad News Bears.
Yeah, we all did back in the day. It was a lot of off-season fun and conditioning.
Right. Did you do any damage? on the court, Tommy?
I might have left a few hard fouls on the ground.
Jared Phillips, the down judge, the umpire, Stephen Woods, Brian Perry, the line judge, Dave Hawkshaw, the field judge, Alonzo Ramsey, side judge, and back judge, Greg Wilson.
And tails, it's your call. Tails is the call.
Josh Allen out there. There's the coin.
It is tails. They're going to defer. You want the ball. Which way are we going to kick?
Bears.
Go ahead and turn.
The Bills won the toss. Bears are going to get the football, and they will receive on the north end of Soldier Field. And the opening kickoff will be coming up next here for the preseason week 2. Our opening kickoff is brought to you by the Village of Bolingbrook. The Bears look to handle their business and elevate their game today. And the opening kickoff brought to you by the Village of Bolingbrook, where you can elevate the future of your business. Visit bebolingbrook.com to learn more. Starters expected to take the field tonight. How long, we'll soon find out, but we're excited to see it all unfold. Tommy, what's the biggest takeaway you want to see tonight from Caleb Williams?
Just the process from the time you hear the play called in your huddle till you say it to the players in the huddle till you break and you approach the line of scrimmage. And then everything is in his hands, whether it's a simple handoff, a play-action pass, or a downfield opportunity. The efficiency out of the quarterback position can help this offense run like clockwork.
Let's get a quick sideline report from our man, Jason McKee. How you doing down there, buddy?
Doing great. The weather is a lot better than last week, so I'm not melting out here like Lil Z would be. But no, I'm excited about the game. I want to see, guys understand alignment, assignment, execute. Know your alignment within the play called or the formation, right? Know your assignment, the details within that play, and go out there and play fast and execute. That's Bears football, and that's what we need to see tonight.
All right.
I see Colston Loveland on kickoff return. I'd like to know, when is the last time in an actual game you are on a kickoff return team? Once you become a star.
Jonathan Owen, Simone Biles' husband. So Davis putting the ball down on the tee here. Kicking team on the opponent's 40. Just 5 yards away from the Bears return team at the 35. Beautiful night for football here. Temperatures in the 70s.
Block punt. Like, he made a great move on those pass protectors on the punt. Caden Davis going to kick off, number 36, 24 years old, undrafted. Already had been on the Jets in the offseason, a rookie to start the drive.
Jeff, I see Luke Newman running out there with this first-team offense, so I admire that. I had imagined he would be the starting left guard.
The starting lineup presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Those pass protectors on the punt. Caden Davis going to kick off, number 36, 24 years old, undrafted. Already had been on the Jets in the offseason, a rookie to start the drive.
Jeff, I see Luke Newman running out there with this first-team offense, so I admire that. I had imagined he would be the starting left guard.
The starting lineup presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, official champagne provider of the Chicago Bears radio network. If you can't find it at Binny's, Tommy,
it's probably not worth drinking.
So let's see what we got. We got Darnell Wright on the right side, Jonah Jackson at right guard. The center is Drew Dahlman. You mentioned Luke Newman. As Caleb Williams goes under center, he's got a pair of wide receivers. Motion left to the wing left is Colston Loveland. Crowded boxes, Caleb takes and fakes and rolls to the near side, flips the pass, Loveland the catch, 10, stiff arm to the 14-yard line. He's taken out of bounds there by the Buffalo defense on the coverage. Brandon Codrington, also their return specialist. A gain of 8 on first down.
I love it. The offensive line sold the play. They came off the ball like it was a running play. Keep your helmets low, influence that second level of defense, get that guy open on the edge.
Cole Kmet jogs left with Adunze and also Olamide Zacchaeus. Having a great camp so far. Bills with a 4-man front. Corners up tight. One safety back deep here for Caleb Williams. With the play clock winding down to 8. He's still marching, giving the marching orders. He starts out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Braxton Jones at left tackle. Winding up. Throws the seam. It is caught. First down, 43-yard line. Cole Kmet. Oh, yeah, baby. Beautiful zip on that throw. Middle of the field to the 45-yard line and a big first down on a pickup of 29 yards. He put mustard on that throw.
He did, but he did it calmly, Jeff. Even though the clock was winding down, there was no sense of urgency. He was clearly thinking and understand what he was seeing out of the defense and how to take advantage of it.
DJ Moore trots beyond the numbers left with a corner in his face to the near side right. You've got Colston Loveland flex to the boundary. Doomsday's the slot. Double safeties, corners up tight for the Bills. Snap to Caleb, looking to throw again. Outside left, pass is caught. DJ giving up some ground. Tries to recover, and he gets near midfield. He'll pick up 5 anyway. 2nd and 5 on the opening drive of the game. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by opening quarter. And the Bears quickly move to midfield.
DJ is a tough tackle, man. Even though he gave up a little ground, he gained it back. And then it took 2 or 3 guys to get him to the ground. I've admired DJ since he got here, and I admire him from this first catch he made.
The 29-yard strike to Cole Kmet gets the Bears moving. 2nd and 5. Caleb goes under center this time. Staggered receivers to the right in a bunch set. Snap, handing off. Hankins looping inside. He's hit by DeMar Hamlin. Penalty markers. Could there be a face mask involved there too or no? DeMar Hamlin coming down, the young safety, and it's a hold on the Bears. Going to be on Dome in the center, dealing with the guys up front. Defense for Buffalo struggled last year, Tommy, both rushing the passer and just dealing with some things. Matt Milano missed a big chunk of the year, their star linebacker. But they've loaded up with draft picks. 3 defensive linemen in the draft.
That's too bad
and
because
Joey Bosa.
You know, the Bears won the point of attack to the left-hand side. Even though they let 94 Landon Jackson run free, the ball carrier was able to beat him to the hole.
Zacchaeus, Adunze, and DJ Moore all set to the right side of the formation. The stand-up tight end to the left is Colston Loveland. Hankins the back. Snap is back to Caleb. Stands in the pocket, delivers a tight spiral, snagged out of the air, and a reach by Loveland all the way to the Buffalo 42-yard line. Maurice chopped down by safety Cole Bishop. 18 yards. Bishop has been banged up for Buffalo at 6'2", 207, taking on the nearly 6'6" Colston Loveland. First down, Bears.
You know, good protection, but good work inside the pocket by Caleb. That's what we wanted to see out of him. Again, he never felt an emergency for time, worked it, and got the completion.
5th play of the drive. This one starting in Buffalo territory, the 41. Tight formation. Snap. Handoff. Hankins off the left tackle with an opening. It closes as he gets near the 36-yard line on a gain of 5 on first down. So the Bears have nice rhythm and tempo right now, Tommy.
So the running back saw the point of attack open back up to the left-hand side, even though it was a wham to the right-hand side. Colston Loveland, nice block against Dwayne Carter, a down lineman. And it was a punishing block, but you got to go with the vision of the running back.
2nd and 5 of the 36 from center. Play fake, under pressure. DeMar Hamlin on the blitz, chasing down Caleb. Throws low at the sneaker tops of Alameda Zacchaeus on the right side at the 30-yard line, incomplete. 3rd down and 5. And Bobby Babich, the defensive coordinator, sent Hamlin on the blitz.
Yeah, and he came through scot-free, and then it was up to Caleb Williams to buy a little bit of extra time to try to find that receiver downfield. Got the ball out of his hands, but just a little low for a secure catch.
First incompletion, 4 of 5, 461 yards. Opening drive for Caleb, 11:09 to go in the first quarter, 3rd down and 5. At the Buffalo 36, Dahlman sends it back in the shotgun as a clean pocket throws. Zacchaeus caught, 15, 10, 5, to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Bears. 36 yards. The connection between the two growing by the day. And the Bears strike. They lead it 6-0.
Yeah, you know, that's evidence that stuff that we saw in training camp being done repeatedly. Now you put the contribution of solid offensive line protection, Caleb feeling secure inside the pocket in a perfect delivery.
Touchdowns are brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, located 30 minutes from Soldier Field, I-80-94, exit 6. A beautiful drive, folks. 7 plays, 92 yards in 3:59. Caleb, 5 of 6, 97 yards and a touchdown. Santos punches the extra point through. Now the Bears have a 7-0 lead here at Soldier Field over the Bills. 11:01 to go. First quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we are sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe, amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana, just off Exit 6, I-8094. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
In Chicago, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life. And when the Bears hit the field, there's only one drink that brings the flavor, Dr. Pepper. And now, it could be your ticket in. Enter the Dr. Pepper Bears Ticket Sweepstakes at drpepperticketsweeps.com/Bears for your chance to win tickets to an upcoming game. Terms and conditions may apply.
In football, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut, delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Reason number 354 to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
How about Flat Creek Golf Course, one of the finest 9-hole golf courses in the Chicagoland area? This Greg Martin designed course offers something for every skill of golfer. Conveniently located off of I-55 and 294. So book your tee time today at flatcreekgolfcourse.com. Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Carmen and Yurko, weekdays noon to 3, ESPN Chicago.
Bears a year ago scored 27 points in the first quarter. That's it. Opening drive touchdowns, extremely rare. And this one was a beauty to start this preseason game number 2 here at Soldier Field. 7-0 Bears. Zacchaeus from Caleb, 36 yards on a 7-play, 92-yard drive. He was 5 of 6, 97 yards and a touchdown. 4 receivers. And the most important thing, Tom, they didn't let that hold derail the drive.
Right. 97 pass yards, 5 rushing yards. So do you want to see the running game incorporated a little more? But that was the holding call that they had that was really a setback on a big run.
Here's Carlos Santos with the boot. Sends it airborne. It'll land at the 5 in the hands of the return man, 10. Ty Johnson, 20, 25, 30, and spinning down near the 35-yard line. Today's coin toss was sponsored by Jeff Buys Your House. Don't take a chance selling your house with just anyone. Trust the experts at jeffbuysyourhouse.com. And that was a 31-yard return as we get ready for Jason McKee on our Old National Bank Sideline Report, where relationships and results matter. Get old. J-Mac.
I know Coach Johnson wouldn't have it written any better. Clean, efficient drive by the offense. I like the way he got Caleb in rhythm on the first play. You run a lot of outside zone. Well, how do you layer outside zone? You run boot off of it, hit the guy in the flat, and then the big chunk plays to your tight ends are going to be big weapons as an offense. Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland.
Mike White will be the starting quarterback, 6th year out of Western Kentucky, formerly with the Jets and some others. 1st and 10 for the Bills, 33-yard line. Handing off with a stiff arm, but not able to get away. Nicely done. Jervon Dexter Sr. brings down the running back, Ray Davis, all of 5'8 and 3/8, 211 in his 2nd year out of Kentucky. That's a loss of a yard.
Yeah, but Jervon Dexter went in immediately on the inside of that defensive line, being able to beat the offensive lineman across his face and then staying to the path of the running back. That is a heck of a play by Jervon.
Out to their side, Shavers picking him up. Nashawn Wright, who had an interception of Josh Allen, 1 of 3 during the practice on Friday. Snap from center to play fake, bootleg White throwing to the right's caught and running him out of bounds on the far side of the field. The Bears get to the new addition to the Buffalo offense, Josh Palmer. Nick McLeod, the corner, playing nickel, drives him out in a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up on 10 minutes to go first quarter. 7-0 Bears.
Really nice play by Nick McLeod, because when you run that boot away and then you bring the tight end out there, it really challenges the discipline and the eye contact of that defensive back. Nick McLeod, nice play.
Palmer to the left. They slot Elijah Moore also in this mix now. Davis, the running back, next to White. Single receiver, top of the field. Bears are pressing up. Soft on the nickel, movement off the left side of the line, the right side of the defense, but it's a false start. Dio knew what was going on there. Got himself a free rush off the line.
Yeah, the crowd contribution. Nice work there. Make it loud, especially when you're at about the 30-yard line. That's the loudest point on the field. So nice job by the crowd to assist the defense in getting an offensive lineman to jump.
3rd down at 14 with Sweat perched down on one end. Dio on the next. And you got Chris Williams in there with Jervon Dexter Sr. 3rd down at 14 from the 29 for Mike White. Corners up tight.
Oh, he did it again.
Movement again by the Bills.
Golly.
Got you out of your seats.
Sorry.
What was that all about? I've never seen you get up out of your chair.
It's because he jumped twice in a row.
That's the top there. I like, birthday boy.
I could see trying to get off, make sure you get in front of that, your responsibility, but can't do it obviously that early.
Maybe there's familiarity with Dio from the days of the Ravens. Ryan Van DeMark, 3rd year out of Connecticut. One-time baby model at Ralph Lauren. 3rd down and 19. Quick screen to the left. It is dropped ball on the ground. Bears pile up on it. Will it be a lateral? They say no, incomplete. But the Bears defense, with the backing of this crowd here for this preseason game 2, churning up some noise. It is 4th down and 19. Ball at the 24. They'll punt the ball.
Dio almost batted that out of the air with his right hand. He read the design of that play and how they tried to fake him out of position, and he was going to bat it out of the air with his right.
Down to an Old National Bank sideline report, and Jason McKee.
It's what we've seen from this defense the entire training camp. Tenacity, playing to their fundamentals. You see disruption by that defensive line.
Robbins to punt. He's at his 10. Gets the chest tie snap. Right foot goes into it. Alameda Zacchaeus back to receive. Fair catch called for. Heels down at the 23-yard line.
This kid's a banger. This punter from Buffalo, even when he and Torrey were going at it at practice, he was banging it.
Yep, 44.3 in his college career at Michigan. Brad Robbins. We're going to take a break with the Bears leading 7-0 as Caleb Williams and the offense come out for round 2 against the Bills on the Bears Radio Network.
Is your old air conditioner running all the time but not cooling your home? Stop wasting energy and money. Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric today for a complete AC cleaning and tune-up. And we'll include, absolutely free, a 1-year, no-breakdown guarantee, all for just $89.95. That's right, we guarantee your AC will cool your home for an entire year or your money back. Call 866-4-SEASONS.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4-SEASONS.
At Coast Ivoni, we get you.
What do you mean, we get you?
You're a Chicagoan, right?
I am.
You know about all the things that make this city what it is, right?
Of course.
And when you meet a fellow Chicagoan, there's that connection.
It's a pride of being part of the greatest city.
Nobody's going to tell you you're the second city or the third coast.
All right, already. I get you.
No, it's we get you.
This is Courtney Cronin, and my friends Anthony Iavoni and Julio Costa are ready to fight for you, Chicago. 708-4-million.
Coast Ivoni, your trusted local personal injury lawyers. We get you.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Offers end September 2nd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
You know me, I love a moment of certainty. And when it comes to your home, Jeff has the solution.
That's right, Jeff, because in this market, you shouldn't take a chance selling your house with just anyone.
No commissions, no lengthy showings, just a direct approach from a local veteran-owned company.
Since 2007, we've been buying houses quickly in Chicagoland. Get your easy as-is offer today.
Move forward with confidence, just like winning the coin toss. Visit JeffBuysYourHouse.com.
Every Bears game on FM 100.3 HD2 ESPN Chicago.
Bills with 2 false starts back-to-back on that last drive. And that false start means Steinhoffel donates another $1,000 to Special Spaces Illinois. Special Spaces creates dream bedrooms for children with cancer. Second drive of the Bears, a beauty opening drive, engineered by Caleb Williams. And 4 different receivers capped off by a 36-yard strike to Alameda Zacchaeus. 1st and 10 from his 24. Works from center in a 1-back set. Takes, sticks it in the belly of the back. Hankins dodging tacklers as he crosses the 25, spun down to the 26. Finally brought down there by T.J. Sanders, the rookie out of South Carolina. Did well to make those first two guys miss.
That's what I was going to say, Jeff. Believe it or not, it was a successful play because Hankins, he didn't get thrown for a 1-yard loss. He ended up getting a 1.5-yard gain out of it. So, some of the elusiveness for a big guy, 226 pounds. He's got a little bit of shiftiness in that power.
DJ goes out beyond the numbers. They'll slot Zacchaeus left. Right side, Adunze now jogs in motion in tighter to the formation where the tight end Loveland stands. Here's a hand up on the draw and burrowing down near the 29-yard line, putting his shoulders down, dropping his pads. Hankins, gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5 at the 29-yard line. 8:11 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 Bears. They've got the lead and the ball with Loveland leading the lineup.
I like to see a little left guard trap there, being able to take advantage of an over-aggressive defensive line, bringing the offensive lineman across the formation, kick the first guy out past the center, and create that crease.
Hankins, by the way, 50 catches in 2 years at UTEP. Keep an eye on him out of the backfield here on 3rd and 5. 29-yard line shotgun with Hankins to the right of Caleb. Bills showing blitz. They're coming. Yep. Hankins picks it up, throwing left guy. It's caught. DJ Moore to the 39-yard line, or 38, depending on the spot, on the Bears' first down. Needed 5 and gets 9.
Nice job of transitioning assignments. As Jeff said, they're showing a blitz. So now you have to be able to make adjustments during that cadence and everybody pick up their responsibilities. Solid across the line of scrimmage for the good completion.
Codrington the tackle. First down and 10 of the 38. Bears have converted their 2 third down opportunities. This time one back and Caleb goes under center. Receiver each way. Tight end right and left side of the line. Snap back to throw. Caleb, clean pocket, scans, throws it left. A little behind Hankins, who was working up some speed outside the numbers left with DeMar Hamlin closing from safety. It falls incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
He might be hurt a little bit. Hankins twisted his body, and you could tell his body language when he hit the ground. Just lay down, lay down.
Yeah, he's still trying to hustle off the field. In comes the new addition, Britton Brown, 3rd year UCLA, 27 years old, 6 feet and a half, 205. He sets deep in the backfield with a play clock at 10 for Caleb Williams. He'll work under center with 3 wides. Snap, take, and fake. Caleb stands in. We're looking for a screen. He's got to turf it instead. Didn't develop with the new addition, the running back. Sniffed out by the Bills. At 6:59 to go in this first quarter, 7-0 Bears have the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably went back to the line, or went back to the sideline. The defensive coach just started telling these guys, don't get overexcited. Make sure you understand where you're going instead of going with the flow of the play. The Bills defense did a good job of interrupting at that last
3rd
time.
and 10. Will they push it downfield here? Double slot with Loveland and Zacchaeus. Outside the numbers, right, Adunze. Left side is DJ Moore. Crowded box by the Bills and one safety. Deep movement by Solomon, the defensive end. For the Buffalo Bills, they're going to talk about it, though. Let's see what they say.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 56. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
4th round, make it 5th round pick last year out of Troy, Javon Solomon. A lot of draft picks by Brandon Bean for the defensive line.
Can't pay attention to the quarterback's voice if you're on the defensive line. You almost have to become numb to that cadence, but it was a good quality cadence by Caleb.
Splitting left to Dunze. Loveland in tight at left end. Slot right Zacchaeus and DJ Moore out beyond the numbers right. Corners up tight, including on the nickel. Backs and a blitz. Brown picks it up, throwing left. Incomplete on the dive by Adunze at the 48-yard line, but a good pass protection right there. Let's go down to J-Mac in our Old National Bank sideline report. J-Mac.
Yeah, Caleb getting exposed to some good 3rd down situational football. You look at the first play, he gets inside pressure. He finds DJ Moore on an out route, puts it on his outside shoulder away from the defender where he can only come down with it. And then the voice inflection, using that cadence as a weapon, drawing the defense offside to get an easy 5 yards. Great job on 3rd down by Caleb Williams.
Time to punt. It's Torrey Taylor. Codrington in single safety to our right. He's inside the 10-yard line. Taylor sitting on the left hash at his 30-yard line away to the snap. Play clock down to 5. Takes it, angles the punt right, and bangs it. Codrington shifting over. He's got to deal with it and bounces into the end zone. And it seemed like he was going to catch it, but it was way out of his reach, and they will have a touchback there. 56 yards on the punt, no return. as the Bears take care of business with the punt. This Bears punt, a perfect time to raise one. Brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 7-0 Bears. 6:46 to go, opening quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
Hi, it's Peggy Kaczynski. You've heard me talk about how the village of Bolingbrook continues to rank as one of the most livable communities in Illinois. Here's Mayor Mary Alexander Basta to tell you herself.
Thanks, Peggy. With excellent schools, beautiful parks, and a wide range of shopping and dining options, I invite you to come and experience the warmth and friendliness of Bolingbrook for yourself.
If you're looking to elevate your future and the future of your family, visit BeBolingbrook.com to learn more.
Join us and be Bolingbrook.
With 3 locations to serve Chicagoland, Advantage Chevrolet gives you so much more. Visit and see the amazing inventory and savings at Advantage Chevrolet Bolingbrook. And Advantage Chevrolet values your time. They'll have you in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right. Drive off in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they will make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Must mention offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Hear Bears games on the ESPN Chicago app.
7-0 Bears with 6:46 to go in the opening quarter. Bills take over their own 20 after the touchback. First down and 10 as they break the huddle with Mr. White, and Mr. Kevin Warren has joined us. All right, we'll get to you in just a moment, the president and CEO of the Chicago Bears. In the shotgun, a handoff up the middle and dragged down there by Booker, who's having a great camp. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing great.
How about that for an opening drive?
Pretty good.
All right?
Yeah, look good.
I mean, does that not excite you when you see that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't sleep well the night before games. Just so excited.
Yes, everybody. I mean, the whole place was buzzing. 2nd down and 5 for White and the Buffalo Bills. Football at the 25-yard line. 6:18 to go, opening quarter, 7-0. Bears have the lead. Bears showing blitz potential with Sewell perched as well as Booker. They are coming on the stunt, picked up, throwing right, and a nice catch backing up as he makes the throw to the 47-yard line. That's Shavers with a catch, and the Bills get a first down.
Kevin, one of the hardest working guys I've ever seen, but I see you come out to practice.
Oh, yeah.
What does your eyes gravitate towards when you got the fans, you got the different guests that you've invited in the football, obviously?
First thing I look at is really the fans, just to make sure that they are having a good time and to try to figure out if there's anything more that we can do to, one, show them appreciation, but two, to see if there's a way that we can even improve the fan experience. I mean, they're the lifeblood of the Chicago Bears, and we love them. And then the second thing I look at is the offensive and defensive line.
Attaboy.
Because that tells you the trajectory of your football team.
Yeah.
That puts a smile on Tom's face when you
It's
said that.
the
Let me tell
truth.
you. What else puts a smile on your face these days, Kevin? Because the work that Ben has done with his staff and how the players have taken it in has been impressive.
Yes. I mean, he is truly a leader. He's a good man. He's transformative. He's positive, but he's tough, has high standards. So it's good to see him on our team. So I'm excited about even a working relationship that he and Ryan have built.
2nd and 10 from the 47. White, the quarterback, throwing an open man left side, but immediately erased by Jonathan Owens. That's Elijah Moore, the catch into Bears territory to the 48 and a gain of 5. Ben's is this good for business, Ben Johnson, even from the business side? Just the way things are right now.
I mean, absolutely. No, it takes time. I mean, these things don't happen overnight. Coach is fantastic. He's hired a great staff. you can just feel the organization is really moving in the right direction. So I just stay prayerful every day that we can stay healthy and keep taking it one day at a time.
7-0 Bears, 4:52 opening quarter, play clock down to 7. Crowd gets into it, 3rd and 5, awaiting the Bills. Seemed like movement off the left tackle, no flag. White slingshot dropped on the crosser, incomplete, intended for the tight end, Kaliki Latu. So the Bills will punt the ball back to the Bears. It is 4th down and 5.
So the importance of business. Last week we have the kids here.
Yep.
We have a 10-year-old singing the national anthem.
Yep.
14-year-old giving the hand sign. We have the girls' flag football teams that have been present at training camp. How important is that for business in the future?
I mean, it's very important. I mean, the key to this franchise is really the not only the present but the future. And anytime we can build a relationship with young fans, like you said last week, to see them lead the team out of this tunnel and the national anthem singer and just all the energy is really special. And you can look tonight. I mean, this crowd is into it. All the jerseys, they're having a good time. It's an absolutely gorgeous night here in Chicago. And so, it's exciting to be able to build this relationship. I'm just so grateful to the McCaskey family who affords us the opportunity to do all these great things.
Luther Burden on a fair catch out of the punt. We'll take a break, 7-0. Bears over the Bills on the Bears Radio Network.
Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11 provides quality value and service in all facets of the commercial, industrial, and institutional roofing and waterproofing industry. Promoting skilled craftsmen and craftswomen through apprenticeship training, Local 11 members are trained in the application of the latest roofing and waterproofing techniques. They are at the forefront of design and installation of environmental-friendly solar, green, and garden systems. To find a highly skilled roofing contractor today, go to chicago-roofingcontractors.org.
Reason number 354 to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. How about Flag Creek Golf Course, one of the finest 9-hole golf courses in the Chicagoland area? This Greg Martin designed course offers something for every skill of golfer. Conveniently located off of I-55 and 294. So book your tee time today at flagcreekgolfcourse.com. Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
You feel that? It's in the air. Tailgates loading up, fantasy drafts heating up.
And that countdown to kickoff, nothing beats it.
It's the perfect time to crack open a Yingling Flight. Light, crisp, and made for those preseason vibes.
Only 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and full of that game day energy.
So while we wait for the first snap, raise a flight. Yingling Flight, the beer of football season buildup. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we are sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood, or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe. Amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Just off Exit 6, I-8094. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Bears Monday starts with Cap and Jay Hood on ESPN Chicago.
The Hyundai front booth is sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Hyundai's award-winning lineup of cars, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs put your safety first with available class-exclusive features plus America's best warranty. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Caleb Williams Day done 6 of 10, 107 and a touchdown and a beautiful 130 quarterback rating. Tyson Bagent takes over. First and 10 at his 14. Left to right against the white-clad Buffalo Bills. Bagent under center in a one-back set, 2 wides. Takes and turns, giving left side. Brown running left, and he hits the sideline. Bears are down some running backs. And the offensive line now new. We're with Bears President and CEO Kevin Warren. Let's talk stadium. Get a lot of great information to the media last week about it all. A lot to do yet. But we want Springfield listening to some things, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're moving in the right direction. The design is beautiful. We own the land in Arlington Heights. We have a willing partner. It's in Cook County. And all we need is some help from our legislators to be able to approve this mega tax bill so we can go to work. I mean, it's going to put a lot of people to work, over 56,000 jobs and 9,000 permanent jobs. So we're excited about working on this project. Great run. Big run by Brown indeed.
That got your attention. He slammed that big 6-foot frame into a Buffalo Bill. past the first down marker and a run of 12 yards to the 32-yard line on a first down. Did what you have to say, do you get feedback from legislators and your connections did it gain some traction?
Really what we want to do is continually articulate, what the plan is. And it's a plan that's right for the state of Illinois. It's a plan that's right for our fans, the hotel, the restaurant industry. It's just right for this state and Cook County. And, the fact of the matter, we said it all along. We're not trying to avoid taxes. Obviously, we want to pay taxes. We just want to have the opportunity to be able to negotiate our taxes with the school boards and the local taxing authorities in Arlington Heights. It's good for business. This is really a jobs bill. So I hope it resonates and it's time.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, Tommy, 37-yard line. Bears break the huddle with the lead, 7-0, 2:48 to go in the opening quarter. Tyson Bagent in at quarterback will pull from center. Play fake, sets up the throw with time. On the crosser, he's got Luther Burden into Buffalo territory. Burden to the 43-yard line and a first down for the Bears. And that connection has been brewing in this latter day of training camp between these two players. First down, Bears.
Kevin, with Ryan's extension, you in place and Ben in place.
Yep.
3 key figures in the future success of this organization. How important is that?
It's critically important. One thing about the McCaskies, they've been so supportive. It's great working with George as our chairman and his family. And I just think it's important when you have alignment, and to be able to have that with our general manager, Ryan Poles, and Coach Johnson and myself, it's important. And, it resonates. We all like each other. We all respect each other. We enjoy working with each other, and we're going to do all that we possibly can to bring a world championship back here to Chicago.
Terrific play just there by Ian Wheeler, Tommy.
Yep.
There was a blitzer coming. Bagent saw it coming. Wheeler nicked him. He got rid of the football
on the field for a virtual measurement
and completed the pass. And they're going to look and see if it is
like
a first
this,
down
Kevin.
tonight. Yeah. What do you think of this? The virtual measurement.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
You paused.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like the old-fashioned way too.
Yeah, but these games are so important, and it's amazing with all the talent and the speed and the force how it really comes down to a game of inches. So anytime you can take the human aspect of measurement out of it, I like it. I like it so far, and it'll be interesting how all this shakes out.
Yeah, indeed. Maurice Alexander made the catch. Now they're not going to do the virtual. They're going to measurement, but they are taking a timeout. You stick with us for another 2 minutes?
100%.
All right. Bears president and CEO Kevin Warren, kind enough to join us with the Bears up 7-0 over the Bills here in the first quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
Illinois State University and Chicago's favorite football team have a lot in common. A long tradition. Illinois State is the oldest public university in Illinois. A history of success. Redbird graduates earn $15,000 more than the national average. And highly regarded recruits. Our newest freshman class is our largest ever. There's never been a better time to tune in on Sundays, and there's never been a better time to be a Redbird. Get started on a Hall of Fame career today. Learn more and apply for admission at illinoisstate.edu/admissions.
If you're turning 65 or new to Medicare, Humana might just have the health plan you're looking for. Our Medicare Advantage plans offer coverage and care you can count on. You could get a plan with a $0 premium, or an all-in-one plan that may include medical and prescription coverage, as well as routine dental, vision, and hearing. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, we make home service easy. We guarantee same-day service and installation with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Family-owned for 53 years, Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs, for all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
For over 2 decades, I've called the plays here in Chicago, and when it comes to a winning strategy for selling your home, I've found the perfect play.
At Jeff Buys Your House, we offer a fast and easy solution for selling your house. No repairs, no commissions, no hassle. We're a local, veteran-owned company, and we've made the process simple since 2007.
Don't take a chance selling your house with just anyone. Trust the team at Jeff Buys Your House. Visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com today for your no-obligation offer.
Out of the timeout while they sort that out.
Well, they're
challenging the previous play as to whether or not it was a catch. That's what was ruled on the field.
So a slowdown in the action. This booth review brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. They're taking a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Kevin, your experiences with U.S. Bank Stadium. When you start a new project like this, is there something that you can take from that project that will help you in this, or is it a whole new deal?
I mean, absolutely you can take it, and I think it's more of the attributes of creativity, patience, diligence, foresight, and keeping your eye on the prize, making sure you stay under budget, make sure you know how long the project will take, and really the relationships. But as far as carrying over, you really have to force yourself to start from scratch, because every city, every franchise has a different pulse and heartbeat. You know, Chicago, we need to make sure that when people come into our new stadium, they know they're in Chicago. If you took them in blindfolded and took it off, they would say, I'm in Chicago. And to be able to pick up all those subtleties in our state and in our city and the restaurants and entertainment, and how can you interweave that into the stadium. So that's what's the exciting part about it.
In that vein,
the pass was incomplete. This will be a successful challenge for Buffalo.
All right. So that was decided. In that vein, how do you see the Bears brand evolving over the years here? Because it's already a strong brand. Where's it going to go?
You know, it's evolving in a very graceful, elegant, transformative manner. And I think, you know, last year was critical. It was a hard year, you know, for us to do the pick is in, and then Hall of Fame game and Hard Knocks and play internationally and you know, have a kind of up and down season. But I think what people got a chance to see is the history and tradition of the McCaskey family. I mean, this is 106 years of Chicago Bears football, which is incredible. You know, all of our hearts are a little sad because Miss Virginia McCaskey is not with us. But as George has said, she's left a blueprint, and so we know how to go forward.
2nd and 10, 42-yard line of Buffalo now for the Bills. Drive still alive with Bajan on the handoff. Ian Wheeler is chopped down behind the line of scrimmage, though. Coming in to knock him down was Jordan Hancock. Loss of 1 for the former Ohio State Buckeye. And it brings up 3rd down and long with Stephen Carlson entering the lineup for Durham Smythe. How hard was that for you last year?
It was a challenging year, but it's in those times that you look back in your notes, in your journal, all the lessons that you learned, and hopefully you can carry those lessons forward and make, you know, better decisions as we go forward. But you know, this is such an emotional game, emotional business. But there's nothing I would rather be doing. Great catch. Than being here with the Chicago Bears.
A 3rd and 11 snag there by Tyler Scott. Picks up 9. It'll be 4th down and 1 or 2 as Baden huddles up, 34-yard line. Hey, I think we should expect this from Ben Johnson all year. He likes 4th down.
Yeah, right.
And they're going for it on 4th and 2 with a 7-0 lead and a minute to go here in the first quarter. Crowd sensing the appreciation as they break the huddle with Scott to the left. They slot Burden in the slot. Right side, you've got Alexander. Tyson Bajan with a hard count. Play clock down to 4. Takes the snap. Gonna throw. Stepping up against pressure. Bajan circling around. Finds an open man. It's caught. Alexander. First down Bears. Inside the 25-yard line to the 18-yard line with a penalty marker down. Hey, you know, I know Caleb can move, but so can Tyson.
Tyson can move.
He's got some movement.
That's some athletic quarterbacks.
And that is valuable in today's game.
Tyler Scott's saying it's against the Buffalo Bills.
Defense number 3.
Wow.
The penalties decline. Go for the play as a first down.
That is going to be a first down to the Bears. Have entered the Illinois State University Red Zone. The Bears go to work in the Illinois State University Red Zone with more than 150 majors, a top 10 college town, and greater earning potential. It's clear why students and parents alike love Illinois State.
You know, Kevin, I got to say there's a lot of appreciation from the 85 Bears because I know that celebration that's going to happen at the Minnesota game.
Yep.
You know, just to be able to tell you and the McCaskies and everything the appreciation that we feel for it.
I mean, we love you all so much because, and one thing about our players and Coach Johnson, Ryan, they've done a great job of recognizing that we drink from wells we didn't dig. And you all you all dug those wells. I'm telling you. And I want to thank you personally for what you have done. You've created that certain amount of grit. I know as a young boy growing up in Phoenix, Arizona, being in college during that time period, I'm grateful. And so I'm grateful for the Bears, and I want to make sure that we can make our memories here, but to always remember what you all did for us to put this franchise on the map on top of George Halas and now the McCaskey family. So every time I see you and any one of your teammates, I'm grateful.
Well, we appreciate it.
So thank you all.
Thank you.
Bears fans appreciate it indeed. That will be a heck of a celebration. All right, after one quarter, Bears have a 7-0 lead. They retain the ball. They'll be at the 9-yard line when we come back. Kevin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank
We'll see you
all.
soon.
Bear down.
Bears President and CEO Kevin Warren will break here on the Bears Radio Network.
I'm Chicago personal injury lawyer Jim Morisi. Even when we're careful, other people's negligence can threaten our futures. As one of Illinois' most successful injury firms, winning the most complex personal injury and workers' compensation cases is what we do. Consultations are always free. Visit us at MorisiLongo.com. That's MoriciLongo. Morisi Longo and Associates. We're there when you need us.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
In Chicago, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life. And when the Bears hit the field, there's only one drink that brings the flavor. Dr. Pepper. It's bold, it's original, it's the best 23 flavors in football. So whether you're chilling in the stadium, tailgating in the lot, or yelling from afar, make sure you've got Dr. Pepper in hand. Go Bears, and drink up. It's a pepper thing.
Barstool Big Cat Wednesdays with Waddle and Sylvie.
Bears have the football to start the second quarter at 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line. They can pick up a first down without a touchdown. 7-0. They've got the lead. And Bajan from center takes turns, giving it Brown up the middle. He has been really excellent so far, showing a physicality. Bears with 6 double-digit plays in that first quarter, 194 yards. Bills with just 33. Dominant time of possession, almost 11 minutes, and 7 first downs, Tommy, 8.8 yards per play.
Yeah, the Bears have had a penalty, but Buffalo's had 3 penalties that allowed them to get first downs or kept them from getting a first down on offense. So Bears, we are looking for them to play a safe brand of football, and they're doing exactly that.
First and goal, the 7-yard line as Tyler Scott heads to the left. Snap from center. Brown, a little stutter step move, nice lowers his right shoulder and drives behind that offensive line. Inside the 1, that offensive line as it's presently constituted. Theo Benedette at left tackle with Jordan McFadden at left guard. Kramer, Bates, and Trapillo, the rest of the offensive line right now for Tyson Bajan. Second and goal at the 1.
No, Luke Newman in there, still at right guard, Big Jeff.
Okay, Luke yes. Newman's in there.
And that just shows you another versatility. Starts out at left guard, now moves over to right guard. We might see him play some center.
Brown to the backfield. Page another take and turn. He's into the end zone on the run off the right side. Out of the grasp of a linebacker, Joe Andreessen. It's a 1-yard touchdown and a 13-0 Bears lead.
The defense of Buffalo, they sunk inside so quickly that it was an obvious jump outside and get into the end zone. So it was like an overreaction by Buffalo that opened that outside seam.
A meaty drive. 12 plays, 86 yards in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Santos now with the extra point. Touchdowns brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, located 30 minutes from Soldier Field, I-80 94, exit 6. good snap and placement, winds the right leg, and here it is. It is good. 14-0. Santos polishes off the extra point. The Bears with touchdowns from Zacchaeus and Brown on the 1-yard run. 14-0 over the Bills on the Bears Radio Network.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we are sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood, or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe. Amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Just off Exit 6, I-8094. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
With 3 locations to serve Chicagoland, Advantage Chevrolet gives you so much more. Visit and see the amazing inventory and savings at Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins. And Advantage Chevrolet values your time. They'll have you in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right. Drive off in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they will make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Must mention offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
In football, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut, delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Game day tailgate 4 hours before kickoff. ESPN Chicago.
14-0 Bears have the lead over the Buffalo Bills. They'll get this kickoff. 13:45 to go in the second quarter. While we wait for that, let's pause for station identification. This is the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is the home of the Bears. ESPN Chicago. WMVP, WTBC HD2, Chicago.
Welcome to the Hyundai booth. Jeff Joniak, Tom Thayer, with Doug Coletti, our statistician, Paul Zerengler, engineer, Little Z, and Randy Flaws down to the sidelines with the parabolic mics, and J-Mac covering the sidelines. Here's the kick at Sales of the 2, retrieve 10, 15, 20, 25, and then a big collision. Nicely done. Who's down there?
Boykin.
Miles Boykin. He's been battling some injuries. Elijah Moore, the return man. And down to the aforementioned sideline reporter, Jason McKee, our old National Bank sideline report. Return of 24, J-Mac.
Yeah, it's this game of opportunities. Britton Brown making the most of his opportunities, capping off that drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. Good-looking running back, short area quickness, good burst, accelerates through contact, making the most of his opportunities, like I said.
Yeah, nice read on that play before the touchdown and the touchdown, J-Mac.
Yeah, it's all about your vision and being able to explode when you see that opening.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Snap. Back to throw on the play fake. Ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Booker's got his hands up. Let's see if that's the man who tipped it. Javon Dexter had a couple at training camp in the practices with the Bills. And Mike White has completed just 3 of his 7 passes for 29 yards for Buffalo.
You know, even if Booker tapped that ball and he was being blocked at the line of scrimmage, but his vision to the eyes of the quarterback to understand where he wanted to throw it, it's still making yourself useful even though you're not converting into a sack or immediate pressure.
White out of Western Kentucky, as is Austin Reed of the Bears. 2nd down and 10. He's got a back to his right out of the shotgun. Bunch set to the right. They hand it off to Ray Davis. He's going nowhere. Nowhere. Tana Passano, excellent run defender and a big-bodied player that is well known by Dennis Allen from his days in New Orleans, there to stuff it.
Big Billings was on at the bottom of that pile as well, because that was a pile that contained about 6 or 7 of the Chicago Bears. So after the initial contact by the first defender, there's a lot of teammates in that vicinity to help him out.
Terrell Smith is out there at corner along with Trey Flowers. McLeod is the nickel. 3rd down and 9. Motion to the right slot for the Buffalo Bills. 3rd down and 9 from their 29. Great get off by the Bears up front. There should be a hold, but it doesn't matter. Booker and company. Down goes the quarterback, Mike White. Man, Booker was being held. Big Bills involved too. Big 97 dancing around. It's 4th down and 15. The Bills will punt.
Billings got off the ball first there. When you saw that initial blue jersey moving off the line of scrimmage, it was big Billings.
That is a 3 and out again at a 14-0 Bears lead. Robbins will punt from the 8.
6'1", 340.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, that he can move like that off the snap? Here's the punt underneath it. Maurice Alexander almost got away from the first wave, but they got an ankle and they put him down. 42 yards on the punt, no return. A quick sideline report from Jason McKee, brought to you by Old National Bank.
How about Big Billings? 2 big plays. First of all, splits the double team, gets the tackle for loss in the backfield, and then comes back, like Thayer said, with the good get off for a big man, getting a sack on the quarterback. Big Bill making a statement.
Win in leverage, J-Mac. 6'1", coming out of your stance, probably about 5'7", with that type of power. You know you're pushing lineman back.
It's like trying to block a fire hydrant, which is pretty much impossible, which he's shown throughout that last drive.
Little Z resembles that remark. Fire hydrant. 1st down and 10, 39-yard line. Snap to Bajan, play fake under a blitz. Picked up, throwing left. It is just out of the reach of Luther Burden III, and a penalty marker in the Buffalo secondary. Is there one on the Bears side too?
No, 2 flags, and I don't know if it says holding in the defensive backfield of Buffalo.
The pass was thrown. Holding. Defense number 29.
Whoa.
5-yard
That's
penalty.
your guy.
Automatic 1st down.
That's your guy. You didn't care for his activities
I didn't. Delivering late hits, creating some instigation. And I know there's a couple receivers for the Bears that wanted to take it personal and maybe confront him, but he went back to the huddle and was ready for the next play call.
Brandon Codrington. I mean, was that the Luther Burden situation? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Luther
and Alexander.
Very composed, composed. Here's Bajan on the boot, open at the 50, to the Bills 40, to the 30, to the 20, and Tyler Scott with a big run after the catch. It'll be a big staple of Ben Johnson's offense. Tyler Scott, valued for his work on special teams and his speed, has the Bears knocking on the red zone door of the 21 of Buffalo on another big play, chasing explosives. Remember, Ben loves big plays. 35 yards constitutes a big play.
I like Tyler Scott. He took an inside route and then cut it back towards the outside for a nice completion.
1st and 10. They put Bajan under center with 10 on the play clock. 11:22 to go, 2nd quarter. 14-0 Bears. They're threatening. Snap and a handoff. Brown, big 6-footer, gets down inside the 20 to the 19. Anything over 6 feet, dropping your pads is going to be key, right?
Oh, of course, especially when the defense can't figure out whether you're under center for play action or you're actually going to run the ball. So sometimes you get the defense in an awkward tackling position that the offensive players can take advantage of.
7th round pick out of UCLA, Britton Brown, 27 years old, out of Canton, Georgia. Runs a 4.69 40 and a 34-inch explosive vertical jump. 2nd and 8. Bills showing blitz at the line. And Bajan out of the handoff. They beat the blitz with a run. Gains a few. They bang inside the red zone to the 17-yard line on a run of 2. And the Bears operating in the Illinois State University red zone.
Nice job, high knees, getting your feet up through some of the trash in the hole and being able to get to that 2nd level where you make some of those 3rd-level guys come up and try to make the tackle. But initially by the running back, way to climb through the hole.
3rd down and 6 ball, the 17-yard line for Bajan and company. They're right to left. Bajan with a trip set to the left. Single receiver to the right to tight end Smythe. Back to throw. Good protection. Left side. Caught Burden with those soft hands. Tight coverage. He spins down to the 11 or 12-yard line. Defending the play for Buffalo, Trey Herndon. And a gain of about 5. I mentioned that to you the other day, the soft hands of Luther Burden.
Yep. But, you get Herndon in a trailing position. Luther Burden has shown his numbers to Tyson Bajan. He puts it in a position where he runs to the football, and with those soft hands, being able to make the catch.
They're going to put it down short of a 1st down by
Ben's
about a yard. 4th and 1.
Is this his first challenge flag in his head coaching career?
I would believe so.
Attaboy. throw it up.
So they will take a look at that. Couple of touchdown drives engineered by the Bears, one by Caleb Williams. Finish it off on the opening drive. 7 plays, 92 yards, 36-yard strike to Zacchaeus.
Ruling on the field that the runner was short. We'll review the play. Timeout on the field.
And then Brown with a 1-yard run. We're going to take a break here with 9:29 to go until halftime. 14-0 Bears over the Bills on the Bears Radio Network.
Hey Bears fans, it's Sylvie. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Chicago Bears, and this season they're teaming up with Special Spaces Illinois to create dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Every time the Bears defense causes a false start at home, Steinhoffels donates $1,000 to Special Spaces Illinois. Steinhoffels, now with 7 locations, has Chicagoland's largest selection of furniture and mattresses, all styles, every budget, and they're 100% employee-owned. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11 provides quality value and service in all facets of the commercial, industrial, and institutional roofing and waterproofing industry. Promoting skilled craftsmen and craftswomen through apprenticeship training, Local 11 members are trained in the application of the latest roofing and waterproofing techniques. They are at the forefront of design and installation of environmental-friendly solar, green, and garden systems. To find a highly skilled roofing contractor today, go to chicago-roofingcontractors.org. And here we are, folks. It's the Jeff and Jeff Call. I know football.
And I know houses, because when it comes to selling your house, you need a winning team you can trust.
No surprises, no fumbles, just a clear path to closing, just like a perfect play.
Jeff Buys Your House makes it simple. A fair offer, no repairs needed, and a closing date on your timeline.
Don't take a chance selling your house with just anyone. Visit us at jeffbuysyourhouse.com for your no-obligation offer today.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
Peggy and Yurko post-game on ESPN Chicago.
Eric Ostrowski is our executive producer, production director Joe McCardle, with help from Johnny Moore. Jake Santos, our studio producer, Mario Heron on highlights today. Thank you one and all for helping us out. Bears win the challenge of Ben Johnson of the spot of that football. It's a first down to the run by Brown. And the Bears are first and goal of the 10. Familiar territory today, Tommy. They are ready to score more points.
And both coaches are 1-1 in their red flag challenges, so they both made plays out of it. Let's see if the Bears offense can pick up where they left off last series and get this into the end zone.
Tyson Bagent in at quarterback, moving the football against the Bills. Out to the right, Luther Burden. Near side receiver, Tyler Scott, tight end. Right side of the line, heads in motion left. That's Stephen Carlson. 4-man front. Corners off. Soft down the slot as Bagent takes. Booting right. Bagent scanning. Gonna gun it to the back right corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears! Tyler Scott. Terrific throw by Bagent. Used every bit of real estate. Right corner of the north end zone, and the Bears expand their lead at 20-zip.
Great patience. Hey, Jeff, Jeff, they ran Stephen Carlson. He was going to be primary receiver number 1. They jumped up for the coverage against Carlson, impatiently waiting. Bagent saw him in the corner of the end zone and got it to Tyler Scott.
Well executed. Patience with Bagent. 5 plays, 61 yards, and 224. Now with the extra point, Santos. Out of the hole to punter, Torrey Taylor. Snap, pull down. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good as well. 3 for 3 on the extra points, and a 21-0 first half lead by the Bears with 9:42 to play in the half. Things are percolating here at Soldier Field. The Bears with 259 yards of offense already. The Bills with just 28. The Bears have run 30 plays to the 11 for the Buffalo Bills. As we get another sideline report brought to you by Old National Bank from Jason McKee.
That touchdown was successful because Ben Johnson is layering his plays. So he layered outside zone. You run boot action off of that with a flood concept on the backside, which is just levels. You got a short route, intermediate route, and Tyler Scott running the back of the end zone Bajan finds him. Touchdown, Bears.
Oh, I love all that lingo, man. Yep. Flood concept, layered. This is good football coach stuff.
Oh, yeah. You got to layer your plays. Everything looks the same, right? Get the defense looking one way, touchdown the other.
And that's what you keep hearing back, Tom and J-Mac, about Ben's uniqueness as a play caller, right?
Well, the first play of the game, they run that bootleg. They successfully run a play to the tight end. That time, they wait for the layer to open up.
Kickoff, far side of the field, retrieved out to the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, 30, and out of bounds on the far side of the field in front of the Buffalo bench for the return man for the Buffalo Bills. As the Bears cover the kick, Laviska Shenault, formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and a receiver and also an outstanding gunner for these Buffalo Bills under the special teams work of Chris Tabor. I'm very happy for Chris.
Yep.
We loved him here in Chicago, not once but twice. One of the best guys in the NFL and an outstanding special teams coordinator now with Sean McDermott and Buffalo. 21-0 Bears. And the Bills go to work left to right from the 30 with 9:36 to go in a slowly moving second quarter, Tom. But it's all Bears, and that's all good. White still in at quarterback. Receiver goes left slot, one back set. Double tight end stacked to the right. Handoff, and it's a cut down by Terrell Smith, knocking down Frank Gore Jr., son of the outstanding NFL running back Frank Gore Sr., picks up 2 yards on that run to the right.
What a great thigh-high tackle there by Terrell Smith. You know, the last thing you want to do is trying to meet these strong guys up near the shoulder pads, but if you can come in and take that proper angle, hit them thigh-high, it's a tackle that the running back is going to remember.
And that is a diminutive back. He is 5'7" and 5'8".
Man, you had potential, Jeff.
Yes, I certainly did. First year out of Southern Mississippi. 4'6", 40 guy, also a punt protector. As the play clock winds to 2, they're going to have to hurry. 2nd and 8, but taking the turn of the give. Up the middle, Gore swallowed up in a navy blue, orange, and white jerseys of the Bears at the 35-yard line. A run of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Buffalo Bills. They'll bring the tight end in. Down 21-0. Bills did not use their starters offensively or defensively in that first quarter. The Bears did.
A lot of guys on the interior of this defensive line fighting for an opportunity. Chris Williams right there, number 91, made a play there that hopefully will increase his chances.
I think he's doing a heck of a job. Well loved for his get-off and his continued pursuit of excellence. Back to throw. White under pressure, up the middle, and eaten alive. Down he goes. Booker with another preseason sack, coming clean to put down White on 3rd down and 5. Dennis Allen's crew gets it done.
I think without seeing the replay, there was a little bit of a fold there by Austin Booker. The defensive tackle went upfield to the outside shoulder of the guard. Booker folded it back to the inside, had a clear path, and turned on the speed.
Robbins the punt left to right from his 10. Maurice Alexander to our right at the 30. Here's the snap. Pressure coming, and it was Jahdae White. Here's the kick back to the 15-yard line. Retrieve. Alexander has nowhere to go. He's hemmed in and dropped by 2 Buffalo Bills. Had no blockers in front. That's a bomb punt, like Tommy said. 61 yards and a 1-yard return. But I said White. Jahdae Walker with the near punt block. He's had 2 in his college days. Down to Jason McKee in our Old National Bank sideline report with the Bears football. 21-0 lead, 7:27 to go here in the second, J-Mac.
We're at a great executed twist play by the defensive line. You get nose tackle Billings. It's called a TE stunt. So Billings, the tackle, accelerates to the B gap. You see Booker loop around in the A gap. Clean sack.
It sure was. As the Bears go to work, I left, and a single receiver to the left side. Burden check at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 10. Bajan still barking instructions from center. He takes and turns, gives. Up the middle, it's Ian Wheeler with the run. Gets near the 20-yard line and a gain of 4 on 1st down. That's not somebody we've talked a lot about with the emergence, really, of Monangai. Roshan Johnson injured. Hankins with a knee, doubtful to return tonight. He started the game.
But he put some solid plays on tape last week, and now he should get an extended opportunity. And this offensive line is working well in front of him. So Ian Wheeler's got to take advantage of the plays he's getting.
3 wide, slot right. Bajan on the play fake. He's booting to the right. He throws to an open Luther Burden, the 3rd to the 25 to the 30, 35, 40. There you see the burst, the explosiveness with the ball in his hands. Every scout will tell you, When the ball's in his hands, look out. Luther Burden's going to make something happen. He did 21 beautiful yards right there at a first down to the Bear 41.
But first of all, it was a play fake to Ian Wheeler. A lot of attention going towards the left-hand side of the Bears. And then you'd see the quarterback, Bajent, roll out to his right. Burden's ready, deliver the ball, and get positive yards out of it.
14th first down for the Bears today. He really rolled the ankle of that defender for the Buffalo Bills, trying to bring him down. Dorian Strong, a rookie 5th rounder. Snap Bajent, play fake, in trouble immediately. He's got to dump it quickly. He threw it in the direction of his tight end, Durham Smythe. But he had pressure in his face immediately from Landon Jackson. It's a player that has a lot of explosiveness time.
Yeah.
Landon Jackson is an impressive young man for the Buffalo Bills.
Big, tall guy, played well at the Senior Bowl. Has got I think he's got a really bright future ahead of him. Be around the Buffalo system for a little while and see if you can convert that length into a pass rusher.
Bajent 7 of 9, 121 and a touchdown. He had explosion numbers that only 3 other defensive tackles coming out of the draft did, including Myles Garrett. That's how explosive he is. There's a handoff. Wheeler off the right side. He'll pick up some positive gain just outside the hash mark. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-0 Bears. He'll pick up 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 47. Is this right, Doug? 6? Yeah, okay.
That was a nice job by Ian Wheeler there. You know, I think he had to use his vision to see if that thing was going to pop out to the right-hand side. And then as soon as he noticed the crease, he used his explosiveness to get the 6 yards.
Samari Toure comes out to the near side left. First outside the numbers, they pull him back inside. So 3 receivers slot left. Snap Bajent. Good protection. Throws over the middle and is caught. Toure away at the 35. Brought down inside the 30. Bajent put some mustard on it. There was pressure coming. It was picked up in time for Bajent to thread the needle. 23 yards and another Bears first down.
Another nice pickup by Ian Wheeler right there. He saw 42 was coming. He got right up into the line of scrimmage. He met force with force, was able to slow him in his tracks, and Bajent was able to get the ball downfield.
Bears are piling up the yards and piling up the points. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 30. They've got rhythm. They've got tempo. Both with Caleb Williams and Tyson Bajent. Deep set running back from center. Bajent on the take and the turn. Giving off the left side. It was plugged up. Wheeler bouncing off the left side. Brought down near the 27-yard line on a pickup of about 3. So he made something out of nothing.
Yeah.
It was plugged up with 4:38 to go in the quarter.
It's a couple times we've seen this in this first half by the running backs. They could have been tackled for no gain or even a 1-yard loss. They used their shiftiness, being able to pop it to the outside and get 2.5 out of it instead of 0.
9 carries, 43 yards for Brown. Wheeler with 4 for 12. Hankins 3 for 10. With 4:16 to go in the first half. 316 yards of offense for Ben Johnson's crew. 21-0. Here's the snap and the pitch right. Bajent gives it to Wheeler with untouched moves. He gets inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line on a sprint off the toss right. And the Bears get another first down. They've once again entered the Illinois State University red zone.
You know, Hankins was taken off the field in a cart, Jeff.
Okay.
His head covered with a towel. They took his helmet away, so... You know, I don't know if they have to tell you they have an injury report.
They did say doubtful of return with a knee.
Unfortunate because he has had a good camp thus far.
3:40 to go in the first half. 21-0 Bears. They're at the 18-yard line of Buffalo. Bajent under center with 3 wides left. Take the snap. Looks left. Throws on the comeback. Caught Miles Boykin. And the Illinois product gets down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. And that's enough for a first down. Pitch and catch going on right now with Tyson Bajent and company. And Miles Boykin coming up a little lame on that one. He limps to the sideline after an 11-yard collection. He had been having a really good camp up until that injury, Tommy.
Providence High School zone. Miles Boykin, makes that catch. Identified as the open receiver and then comes up limping a little bit, but I don't know if he's looking for attention.
Quick
or just
snap
recover.
by Burton, handing off, Bajent off the left side to Wheeler. He bounds down inside the 5-yard line. So the Bears just getting busy right now with the football. They are doing it quickly. The quick snap, that's exactly what Ben Johnson wants. Get to the line of scrimmage, let's go.
Right, get out of the huddle. Don't allow defense to bring in new personnel or make any type of adjustments. Take advantage of the group of defenders that are on the field.
Double tight ends, Wilson out there included for the Bears. Bajent under center. Hard count, 2 receivers draped to either side, handing off. It's Wheeler off the left side. And he stands up when they push the pile. Their own version of the tush push. Gets inside the 1 on the Wheeler run to the left.
Pop up, Ryan Bates.
Ryan Bates a little banged up, and Scott coming off the pile. Wheeler with a nice hard run of 4 yards. He had those 2 touchdowns in the preseason last year that got him on the map. And they've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It is brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer of your Chicago Bears. It's Miller time, Chicago. 9 different receivers has touched the football for the Bears. They have a 21-0 lead over the Bills on the Bears Radio Network.
Illinois State University and Chicago's favorite football team have a lot in common. A long tradition. Illinois State is the oldest public university in Illinois. A history of success. Redbird graduates earn $15,000 more than the national average. And highly regarded recruits. Our newest freshman class is our largest ever. There's never been a better time to tune in on Sundays, and there's never been a better time to be a Redbird. Get started on a Hall of Fame career today. Learn more and apply for admission at illinoisstate.edu/admissions.
In Chicago, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life. And when the Bears hit the field, there's only one drink that brings the flavor, Dr. Pepper. And now, it could be your ticket in. Enter the Dr. Pepper Bears ticket sweepstakes at drpepperticketsweeps.com/bears for your chance to win tickets to an upcoming game. Terms and conditions may apply.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. And this is our biggest sale ever. Buy a new air conditioner or furnace and get 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Plus, Four Seasons guarantees to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000, guaranteed. Call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Sylvie takes your calls at the half on ESPN Chicago.
Jeff and Tom and J-Mac down to the field. Bears are at the 1, knocking on the door. 3rd and goal at the 1 with a 21-0 lead and 2 minutes to go. Coming up at halftime, your Toyota's National Sales Event is on. Visit your local Toyota dealer and discover which Toyota is right for you. Hurry in now before it all ends. Toyota, let's go places. I got myself a Highlander, Tommy. As Bajan pulls from center, hands off. Wheeler diving for the end zone, and he is not quite there. They got a piece of him and pulled him.
Oh, they're calling it a first down?
No, they're calling a timeout.
Oh, timeout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timeout.
So it's 4th down.
30 seconds.
What did you say you got yourself a piece
I
of?
have a Highlander.
Huh?
I've got a Toyota Highlander.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been a Toyota guy for a long time.
Yeah, you have.
Long time. 4th down and goal. You know exactly what Ben Johnson's going to do here, buddy. Or do you?
Well, this is interesting.
Play will he run?
You could say I'm going to put it on the backs of the offensive line to try to gain that 1 yard, and kind of point of emphasis is that we're going to be a physical team when we need to be. Look at their stances and see where they're going.
Bajan under center, 2 wide, brings Luther Burden in motion to block of the handoff. Wheeler glancing off the blow by the Bills. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Standing up. 3 trips in the red zone, 3 touchdowns for Ben Johnson's Bears.
I mean, he pretty much told the offensive line, look, I'm going to rely on you in this play, and the success or failure of this play is going to be because of what you guys are able to do. And they did exactly what was required of them, and you see the results.
And Luther Burden III, no block, no rock. He came down and threw a block. Helps out there. 1:50 to go in the first half. 12-play, 84-yard drive in 5:37. Cairo Santos swings that right leg, and he punches it through. And the Bears coasting to a 28-0 first half lead. And another touchdown by the Bears. Outstanding work done all the way around here. Great play calls, great execution. And it's the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana.
You know, I got to say,
touchdown
Jeff,
call.
I don't want either defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator to take their foot off the gas, because when you're talking about trying to make the cut-down list and giving these guys all the possible positive reps they can get, I want to see Dennis Allen continue to attack, and I want to see Ben Johnson continue to attack.
I don't see it any other way.
Yeah.
Because they've stated they're not going to be that way. Remember, Ben behind the scenes has told these guys, I want to score 40 points a game.
Right.
He won't be doing anything but putting the pedal to the metal tonight.
You know, and he's on the verge of that. But, again, when you look at it, a lot of guys in jerseys down there that are fighting for opportunities, they want meaningful snaps tonight.
That's what it's all about. That's why you have these preseason games. KJ Hamler and LaVisca Chenault, the deep men, they're both in the end zone. The kick will sail to Chenault. He'll retrieve it at the 4, run up to the 10. Straight ahead 15 to the 20, 25, 30. A rugged guy, built like a running back. He crosses the 30 to the 33, and the Bears special teams handle their business.
You know,
put him down to the ground.
Jeff, Austin Booker on kickoff coverage, and he hustles on kickoff coverage. Now he stays in the game as the defensive end. So, you know, these are some of the challenges and trials that you give these guys to see if they play special teams and then they can come in for meaningful snaps. And Austin did it last series. See if he can do it again this series.
Yeah, we talked to him just last week. Really enjoyed the conversation. And anytime you hear it, you always say, hey, guys, I was on it all my entire career. You let them know. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and back to throw. White throws, pushing off and making the catch, and brought down by Sewell.
Ooh, and he's
hurt
hurt
to the 45-yard line. Who's hurt? Bears.
Is that
hurt.
Terrell Smith?
Yep. Well, I don't know, but yeah, he's definitely on the ground, as it looked like a push-off.
Yeah, I thought it was offensive pass interference.
And the catch was a big play, biggest of the day for the Buffalo Bills, but the end result, an injured Bear.
I don't like the reaction of Nick McLeod.
Injured player is inside 2 minutes. It's a team timeout.
Well, you know, it's a strength of the Bears is the secondary, but, you know, you don't want to keep losing players even for any amount of time.
No, I mean, Terrell Smith is held in high regard around here. He's a guy that can come in and legitimately compete for a starting position. And when you see him go down.
That push off by Christian Wilkerson, 25 yards. And Terrell Smith getting worked on right in front of the Bears bench. Players on knees all around him. And he's in a lot of pain, I'll tell you that. A lot of pain.
I mean, it's, you know, one of the super unfortunate sides of football is see if they bring a card out or if he's able to recover and get to his feet. They already have the blue tent
First
up.
of all, he stuck his hand right in Terrell Smith's chest to push off and make the catch, and Smith crumpled to the ground.
Yeah, there's the cart coming out.
He landed with his left leg kind of tucked behind his rear end on that play, and I don't know what that looks like, but it doesn't look good. Especially with the cart coming out.
Yeah.
So, you don't think that little shove is enough to cause a player to crumple down to the ground like that, but these are elite athletes with a lot of power and explosion to them, and Wilkerson, the receiver, with the hand on the chest, he is a 6'1", 214-pound fourth-year player out of Southeast Missouri State. So, you always talk about preseason, just don't want any kind of serious season-ending type injuries to derail your roster. And not saying that's what this is, but they're loading them up on a cart.
Well, I mean, they play next Friday. I think when did Kansas City play a couple days ago? So you're talking about guys here, and I talked about the value reps that they can get to get a quality evaluation. Now someone's going to have to step in this defensive lineup and take over the reps for Terrell Smith and, try to, again, be impactful enough where they impress the coaches.
And frankly, without, the quote-unquote depth chart in their minds, he was competing with Tyreek Stevenson, with Nashawn Wright, waiting the return of Jalen Johnson,
who was out going through some pre-game warm-ups out there. He looked good. He looked good. I just, you got to figure, is the Minnesota game 2 weeks from today? I'm not sure. I don't even know in my mind. No, it's a Monday night game. Tonight is Sunday. But nevertheless, Jalen was out there doing some running.
Terrell Smith with a towel over his face and being taken off on a cart, clearly in a lot of pain and certainly disappointed about whatever it is that happened to him. I don't know if we got J-Mac down to the sidelines. J-Mac, what did you see or what are you hearing?
Yeah, I didn't have a clear view, but, obviously I don't know if the push-off had any effect on it. But like you said, with the speed and force and the athleticism that, all the elite athletes on this field possess, it's unfortunate things like that can happen.
Minnesota 22 days from tonight, so there's a little recovery time.
3-by-2 formation for the Bills, 1st and 10, 1:32 to go in the half. From the 43, quick snap-off throw left and a penalty marker. The Bears really get quick to the line, quick to the sideline to bring him down. Noah Sewell, can I just say this? Both on the downfield big play there to make the tackle on that play, he looks fast. I know he has dropped weight, he has added muscle, and he's looking good at linebacker right now.
I think he understands the more times that he sees film in the NFL offenses, the smarter he becomes. The smarter he becomes, the quicker he can react.
Foul, face mask, offense number 84.
Wow.
15-yard penalty at the previous spot. Replay first down.
And Zach Davidson, the tight end for Buffalo, with the face mask. How do you get a face mask? You're blocking, correct? And you get a piece of the mask. Otherwise, why would you as an offensive player?
Yeah, but you get out of position. The defensive back that you're responsible for is fighting to your outside shoulder. So rather than trying to get your body in front of them, you reach out with your left arm and pull them towards you. And that's where the officials saw it because it was so extended from the point of attack.
5 penalties, 35 yards for the Bills. Bears in this clean night, 1 penalty. Snap is back. They empty the backfield with Gore. They throwing left to an area that they can't get to, and another penalty. Mike White got hit, and it could be a late hit. Now Booker's going to get an earful from one of the Buffalo Bills offensive linemen. Booker, keep your composure because they want to have a little dust up here.
Yeah, Zach Pickens is going to get in front of Booker so nothing silly happens. But Booker won the rush so quickly when he hit the quarterback, the ball was getting ready to...
foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 94. 15-yard penalty at the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Illinois' Kendrick Green was with the ear hustle with Booker, who claps his hands, and in comes Jonathan Ford. Out comes Robinson along with Booker.
Well, they bring in Ford, including Hardy. They bring in 4 new, fresh defensive linemen, and they take 4 out. So you got a fresh group of forces up in front.
Including Chroma, also a second-year player with the Bears. In motion to the left goes Elijah Moore. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Minute 23, 2 timeouts for the Bills. Bears up 28-0. Here's the throw over the middle. It's dropped. Low throw over the middle, and it's dropped by that very player, Elijah Moore. White's numbers are not at all looking good. 4 of 9 for 54 yards. The Bills have had nothing in the way of a drive. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time in Bears territory
Please
today.
set the game clock to 1-2-0.
Well, Chroma and Daniel Hardy both had such good get-offs. They were taking their offensive tackles and pushing them right into the lap of the quarterback. So he had to throw the ball so quickly before the receiver could see it.
Xavier Carlton also out there, the rookie. Bills have a one-back set, and they empty it. The throw by White to the near side, easy pitch and catch, but he was juggling, and that was the call by Walker, the young cornerback for the Bears. Jeremiah Walker, a rookie out of Stephen F. Boston, 6 1/4, 192. Fits in that category of bigger corners that this defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, likes. Doesn't have the top end speed, but a willing run defender. And he does anticipate where the ball is going. 0-4 on 3rd down. The Bills need 10 on 3rd down right here. From the Bear 43.
And he's up in press coverage, Jeff.
Yeah, it sure is. That's what they like. That's what we'll see all season long. Same at the top of the field and the bottom of the field. Back to throw. Tapping the ball. White throwing down the right side. Time for Shavers. Had a step on Walker, but he could not reel it in off the fingertips inside the 15-yard line.
He got a good get-off right there with that press coverage. He earned the outside shoulder of the defensive back. The quarterback recognized that Jonathan Owens came over for support, but it was that throw that was probably 6 to 8 inches too far.
Touchdown throws to Zacchaeus and Scott, and a run for Brown and a run for Wheeler, both 1 yards. The Bears up 28-0, trying to pitch a shutout in the first half. Trey Flowers jogs off the field as the Bears now get set. 4th down and 10. Bills are going to punt the football.
Richardson back to field this punt.
J.P. Richardson. Here's the knee-high snap. Going to try to feather it in there. Richardson going to let it bounce, and it bounces right in front of Chenault, now to the back of the end zone, so he could not retrieve. And a 43-yard punt, not a good net. The Bears get the ball at the 20 and 1:04 to go in the first half.
Chenault should have caught it. He was in position where he could have caught that ball at the 2-yard line, even though he was trying to be influenced by J.P. Richardson to show a false flight of the ball. That's why you got those flyers down there.
Bears have been doing some great work in training camp with that very thing.
Right.
Blackwell back there, getting the ball down inside the 2, inside the 1.
I mean, that's such a weapon if you can have some guys that are chasing the ball and they catch it.
And also, what it does for your team, for your quarterback, and the defense, really puts things on a short field. Beijing going to take the snap. He's still throwing, and it's caught. Wilson, the tight end, for another first down for the Bears. They're just piling up the first downs. What's Tom always say? Tell us what Tom
First
says,
downs
Tom.
lead to touchdowns,
Oh, yes,
Jeff.
they do, Tom.
Chicago, they're second.
They're taking a timeout, and they're still going after it. Beijing 10 of 12 and 171. He's having a brilliant evening here.
Yeah.
First down to 10 of the 36 and under a minute to go, and 1 timeout.
You know, again, extra plays. Ben Johnson called timeout.
And the thing is, it's good for Ben.
Yeah.
It's good for the staff. It's good to see, hey, how are we going to do this stuff, right, Jay Mack, Illinois State, or excuse me, the Old National Bank sideline report?
Exactly. Operating efficiently, getting good game situations, and seeing how the guys are going to respond in the situation, right? You never go broke taking a deposit. Tyson Bagent hits a tech down, first down.
Terrell Smith injury, from what we're hearing, is a knee. First down and 10, 36-yard line. Bears the ball, 28-0 the lead. Bagent in the shotgun, pair of receivers left, pair to the right. They almost got the Bills to move on the hard count. Bills bringing an extra attacker. Bagent trying to get out of there, sneaks away, keeps it and runs left 35, 40, out of bounds at the 45. A little magician work by Bagent, slipping away from the pressure. So he scrambles to pick up 10 more yards for the Bears and another first down.
You saw that Bills lineman jump right in the neutral zone. That's really good discipline by Benedette, where even though you're influenced by that defender, where he has a chance to get back on sides, where it didn't rattle you enough where you jumped off sides.
Bears have 20 first downs in this first half. 20. Last year, I brought it up, the Lions had 24.1.
I mean, they had 22 for the game last week.
The runner was short of the line to gain. We'll make the adjustment.
All right. So that takes it away, Doug. I'd like to have a 20 first down first half. And I'd like to have 35 points on the board. That'll give everybody a little joy heading into their next week. It's been fun to watch. And operationally, you talk about clean. It's been as clean as you can possibly get for a preseason game from a Bears perspective.
Well, 28 points on the board right now. Last year, the Bears scored 28 points twice against Carolina and against Jacksonville, 36 and 35 points. So right now, Jeff's begging for 35 in the first half.
I'm begging.
You're getting a little, you're not getting greedy because this is what this Bears offense wants to become.
2nd and 1 for Bagent at the 45. Bills coming up, mugging up at the line of scrimmage. They're bringing blitzers. One's free. Bagent in trouble. Hit. Gets it away. Oh, just out of the reach of Maurice Alexander. Got to give Bagent credit because he had his eyes downfield still. Taking on the rush. He had an open receiver. Just couldn't get it there in time. Outside the 45-yard line of Buffalo, it's 3rd and 1 of the 45-yard line with 45 seconds and 1 timeout.
Yeah,
for the
and he
Bears.
threw it right in between Alexander and Tyler Scott. It was kind of throwing it, making sure you throw it beyond the line of scrimmage towards the receiver, and that's exactly what Tyson was able to do and save that all-important 3rd down opportunity.
There's Codrington again, your buddy, around the waist on the blitz. They're going to run this one. Slows down to carve out the first down. That's Wheeler, enough to get the first. Punches it off the left side of the line. Clock at 39 seconds, and the Bears are going to take, well, let's see who takes it.
Chicago,
Yep, they will take
third
it.
and final, 30 seconds.
That play popped to the outside. If he would have bounced it to the outside hip of the left guard right there, he might have had some running room that would have opened up for a little bit more space, but he saw what he saw and was able to get the first down.
Wheeler at 10 carries and 30 yards. Bears have not had a sack tonight allowed by that offensive line. Tom, I know, but Doug showed me. We got to talk the facts. I mean, it's been a good
I understand,
half.
but it's, let's hold off on those type of glowing remarks for the offensive line.
All right, first down at 10. From the 47 of the Bears, again, the Bills could be bringing extras. One safety deep inviting with a 3 wide receiver set to the right, one to the left. Back to throw, Bagent again, stepping up against pressure. There is a flag. He's running to the midfield mark, to the 40 of the Bills, and he scampers out of bounds, untouched, to the 34-yard line of the Bills, but I think that's coming back.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty at the previous spot. We'll replay the down.
Thanks, Doug.
Newman. No sack.
Well, I mean.
So you're saying Doug invited trouble?
Yeah. Let's see what J-Mac has to say.
J-Mac, clear it up for us in our Old National Bank sideline report.
I'm actually going back to the first down. So we're still at 19 now? That would have been. It's every time we get it, we get a penalty, and it's taken away. So, Jeff, hopefully you get your whiz first and 20. I don't know.
Hey, never count out a Ben Johnson offense. First down and 20 from the 37. Bagent takes the snap. Pressure comes, throws. Ball comes out of his hand and scooped up by the Buffalo Bills, running left to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone in an apparent touchdown. Dwayne Carter, the Duke second-year defensive tackle.
Isn't that a forward pass? His arm motion's
Let's
going.
hope so. Let's hope so. We'll have to see the replay, but Bagent was trying to get away from trouble, and that was Walker. Bagent was running to his right, and right now it looks like 6 points for the Buffalo Bills. Did not see the completion of the play on the replay. Tom, we'll have to see what's going to happen here.
Well, this is the replay, because they're one play behind.
Expedited review. It is an incomplete pass.
Okay, there you go, Tom.
Ball at the previous spot.
Tom, you know football.
Well, no. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious, and I'm glad they expedited the review because they know what they saw. They just have to wait for the review to come and confirm it for them.
So the offense comes back out on the field. Actually, J-Mac, the official news is the Bears do have 20 first downs.
Awesome. How deflating for Dwayne Carter, right? Defensive lineman's dream. You get a scoop and you score. So he got a bunch of good cardio because it was incomplete.
Right. But
it looks good on tape, though.
He was moving. He definitely was. He had some style going into the end zone, but all for nothing.
Well, I go back in the history of the NFL, watch the tuck rule.
Yeah.
That'll give you a little something.
Charles Woodson, Tom Brady, right?
Yep.
Charles Woodson, old school Charles Woodson with the Raiders.
All right, fourth down and make it second down and 20. From the 37-yard line, this time the Bills drop their linebackers a handsome amount, and the safeties are back deep, protecting the sticks for a first down. 28-0 Bears. Sylvie coming up at halftime with your phone calls. I believe it'll be one of the more happier halftime shows that you've had. I can't wait to hear, Sylvie, your passion about that first half.
Hour and 45-minute first half.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Back to throw, Bagent. Going to throw over the middle with his car to the 45 to midfield, and that's where he goes down. That's the catch made by Wilson. Picks up 13 yards. Joel Wilson, first year out of Central Michigan. Buffalo, Green Bay, and the Giants. 10 seconds on the clock. Bears out of timeouts. Now what?
Well, they killed it. It's like, kill.
Oh,
so
I turned
now
my head. Don't ever leave the eyes, leave the field, Tom. I turned my head. So they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for picking me up.
Oh, that's all right.
Now it's fourth down and 7. So, kind of heard the play in the parabolic mic there.
Yeah. Good work.
I'm not going to repeat it. 28-0 Bears. Bagent and company huddled up to our right. Tyson Bagent in at quarterback in that Bears huddle with his enthusiastic approach. Back to his left. Bunch set. Tight to the left side. Penalty marker flies. Bagent in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked on the play by the Buffalo Bills with 5 seconds to go in the first half. Let's check the flag.
Yeah. They went on a quick count there. As soon as they got to the line of scrimmage, Ryan Bates got over the ball. Boom, first command, snap the ball and get things going. Sometimes, throughout the development of a cadence, that first snap count can really be difficult to master because offensive linemen, they can move on a lot of different signals and things they're hearing from the defensive side of the ball.
Michael Hoyt gets the sack, 5th year out of Brown University, formerly with the Rams. And he got himself a pretty handsome 3-year, $21 million contract to help out at defensive end.
On the play both by the offense. Illegal formation, number 75, as he was the end man on the line of scrimmage. Illegal shift, as number 87 never reset prior to the snap. Both these penalties are declined. The ball goes over. First down.
Pair of rookies with rookie penalties here in the preseason of what has been up to this point a wonderful first half for the Bears. That drive got a little complex. 28-0 Bears of the Bills will bring out their field goal crew.
But that one play right there, there's going to be a lot of coaching and meetings that go through that one play.
Yeah.
They're 4th down. They're going to go on a quick count. They have to understand they got to get up there and get set because you would hate something like that to haunt you at the end of a real game and give the team an opportunity to kick a field goal.
Caden Davis will try a 56-yard field goal. Rookie out of Mississippi. Snap placement. Kick is up to the south end zone uprights, and the kick is no good. The Bears pitch a first half shutout. 28-0. And an improving fan base on their feet applauding as the Bears score 4 touchdowns, pile up the first downs, and that'll give Mark Silverman plenty to talk about here at halftime as the Bears lead at 28-0 at Soldier Field on the Bears Radio Network.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Offers end September 2nd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
$3.5 million. The Verdoyak Law Group wins again for their clients. You heard that right. The Verdoyak Law Group recovered $3.5 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoyak Law Group. Hey, it's the good kid. Let me tell you, playing pro football and being on the radio for years, I've had the chance to endorse many companies, but I've never endorsed one owned by close friends until now. The Verdoyak Law Group has been helping people for over 60 years, including my friends and neighbors. When you need a lawyer, experience matters. The Verdoyak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients, serving over 40,000 cases in personal injury, auto accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and more. Their proven results and commitment to clients make them the right choice. They've helped my neighbors and friends, and they'll help you too. Call 8444-VLG-LAW today. The Verdoyak Law Group. Experience you can trust.
If you're turning 65 or new to Medicare, Humana might just have the health plan you're looking for. Our Medicare Advantage plans offer coverage and care you can count on. You could get a plan with a $0 premium or an all-in-one plan that may include medical and prescription coverage, as well as routine dental, vision, and hearing. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Here comes the ball.
It's halftime on the Chicago Bears Radio Network. Here's Mark Silverman.
That's right. How about that first half, Bears fans? 28-0. The Bears lead it at halftime. I've never talked about a lead like that in the 3 years that we've done Bears football, and it's all brought to you by Toyota. This is the Toyota Halftime Show. Toyota's national sales event is on. Visit your local Toyota dealer and discover which Toyota is right for you. Hurry in now before it all ends. Toyota, let's go places. This is the Bears version of the Air and Water Show. Through the air they went. Caleb Williams, 6 of 10, 107 yards, 1 touchdown, and that was in just about a half of a quarter. Last year, he averaged 30 yards passing in the first quarter. So a big improvement there. Tyson Bagent, 11 of 16, 184 yards, and a touchdown. The Bears also rushed for 92 yards. And I know, Bears fans, this is only preseason. Bears fans, I know this was against the second-team Bills defense as well. But what would we have been saying if the Bears didn't deliver like this? Caleb Williams did exactly what we've been wanting to see. And I've been going to nearly every practice this preseason, and it does not look like that. They've made steady improvement. But today, Caleb Williams played on time, and that's the big thing. There was nothing either fundamentally wrong, procedurally wrong in what we've been discussing. So, yes, you can't print up the Super Bowl tickets yet, but you should be happy with what you heard, and if you watched it, what you saw. A couple of other shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to Terrell Smith, who got hurt. It looks like a knee injury, second-year player, and they are very banged up in the defensive backfield. So all the best to Terrell Smith. And what you saw on that first drive for the touchdown, Cole Kmet's not going away, Bears fans. They hit him over the middle in the seam. He set it up with a big gain there, and also 2 receptions for Colston Loveland. So Loveland and Kmet both contributing there. We saw Ian Wheeler run the ball nicely. We also saw Luther Burden. This is what we've said all preseason, all training camp. When Luther Burden plays, he dominates second-teamers. Once he gets a hang of the playbook, he's going to be a force, another force for the Bears, and it looks like it's all coming together here for Ben Johnson. 312-332-3776. Hit me up on the Dr. Pepper hotline. One-of-a-kind fans, one legendary prize. Score Bears tickets with Dr. Pepper, bold, original, and made for game day. Enter now at drpepperticketsweeps.com/Bears. It's a Pepper thing. So ring it up, Bears fans. 312-332-3776 is the Bears lead at the half, 28-0. Connor in Newton, you're on the halftime show. What you got, Connor?
You know, Sylvie, I think I'm a happy guy, and I agree with everything you say. It's preseason. You know, there's a lot to look at. But when you're looking at the stability, when you see Caleb going through the motions on time, and he's getting the ball out very quickly, accuracy is there. All the guys we drafted, Loveland, Cole Kmet, Burden in the second quarter, just getting his reps going. Bajent. You can see the coaching staff. Everything is kind of coming together for this team.
Yeah, and let's hope that this will be a carryover going into week 1. But I'll tell you this, Connor, this will carry over into the practice week. And it's good momentum for Ben Johnson to say, guys, this is what we've been working at. This is why we've been accountable. And here's the proof in the pudding on a game day. Sure, preseason, but it's a step forward for this team. Pat in Arlington Heights here on the halftime show. What's up, Pat?
Sylvie, the bumpkin Buffalo Bills came into the Coliseum on the lakefront and got smacked by the Bears. And this is a new age. This is the Showtime Bears. Caleb, man, he's looking like Magic Johnson, drilling the tight ends, getting vertical fast, hitting the receivers, quick cuts after nice catches. Unbelievable effort. This is an effort that would make Mongo proud. God bless our troops. God bless America. And may the memory of Miss McCaskey continue to bless Caleb Williams. Whoa.
You touched them all right there, Pat. That was an amazing call. 312-332-3776. I want to give a shout-out, too, to Zacchaeus, who he has been a stud all training camp. We've been tweeting about him. I've been telling you on the Waddle and Sylvie show on our flagship station. And he scored another touchdown today and has continued to look like the guy who's going to fill a role perfectly. Jason in Crown Point, you're on the halftime show. What you got, Jason?
They look crisp, no penalties. The plays came in on time. We got everything out on time. That's good coaching. That's what you want to see.
I love it, Jason. And the left tackle didn't stick out for bad. We'll have to look at the film and see how they've done. But there was nothing that Braxton Jones did tonight, at least to the naked eye, that looked poor. Josh and Wheaton, really quick. Josh, we'll fit you in. What do you got?
Caleb Williams looked good. He got rid of the ball, didn't hold on to it for a long time. Very good to see him actually moving the ball out. That's all.
That's good, Josh. Short and to the point, and I love it. Bears lead at the half, 28-0. And don't forget, at the end of the fourth quarter, Jeff and Tom will name their player of the game. Who are they going to pick? There's so many to choose from. Today's toast of the game is presented by our great friends and partners at Binny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Binny's toast of the game in the fourth quarter. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Bears radio network. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Hopefully there will be many more halftime shows just like that one with positivity. Bears lead at the half, 28-0. This is the Chicago Bears radio network.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
If you're the unwitting victim in a calamitous mishap, anticipate compensatory damages, subrogation, relief, or tort claims under...
Guys, what are they even saying?
Coast Ivoni ads don't sound like that.
Lawyers like that are exactly why people call us. No legal mumbo-jumbo, just real talk.
We're from Chicago. We talk like you, we fight for you, and we have real conversations so we can help you.
They get where you come from, they get what you need, and they get you. Coast Ivoni, your local personal injury lawyers, because they are Chicago. 708-4million.
Reason number 354 to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. How about Flat Creek Golf Course, one of the finest 9-hole golf courses in the Chicagoland area? This Greg Martin designed course offers something for every skill of golfer. Conveniently located off of I-55 and 294. So book your tee time today at flatcreekgolfcourse.com. Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Joniak and Thayer with Jason McKee. Bears football, ESPN Chicago.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Here with Bears head coach Ben Johnson. Coach, 28 points on the board at the half. How pleased with your offense's performance during that first half?
It's less about the points and all that. It's all about how we're playing. We want to play clean. We want to play fast. We're seeing that out of our guys, and they're having fun doing it right now. So good to see on offense. Defense is setting the tone. A lot of 3 and outs. It's been fun to see them fly around. We got to carry it into the second half as well.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Best of luck this half. Back to you guys up in the booth.
All right, nicely done. Thank you very much. Big first half of the Bears. There's your head coach, and I knew he would say that, the clean part. That's what he wanted before when he talked to us in pregame.
Listen, J-Mac's been around football as long as anybody. It's difficult for coaches to answer specific questions until they see the tape. If J-Mac was doing the same interview in 24 or 48 hours, he may be able to answer questions completely different. But it is about results. It is about fun. And so everybody's getting their opportunity to succeed.
The Bears' advantage of the game brought to you by the Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, or Toyota and drive away in 60 minutes or less, or they'll make your first car payment. How about 10 receivers used in the half? None to the running back on 17 completions. Interesting nugget.
It is, but you know, Jeff, you gotta keep something in your hip pocket.
Yeah.
You gotta keep something to either get a defensive coordinator to try to predetermine a defense for when you're going to use it, or what were you just talking about, plays when a coach, when they need them the most, that's when they pop up.
Yep, exactly. So much to look forward to now in this second half as the Bears will get more of the guys that are trying to churn that roster at the bottom there, trying to find a way to get to the 53-man team, but certainly the 69. That's what I talked about with Ben Johnson as well earlier, because it is a 69-man roster when you come right down to it. Right, J-Mac?
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. You know, a young guy, undrafted free agent, trying to make a team, trying to fulfill a dream. So a lot of people may look at this as meaningless football, but this is everything for some of these guys trying to crack that roster, right? They're playing for their football lives. Obviously, there's opportunities, but you got to go out here and perform in crunch time. So it's their Super Bowl right now.
This is the Hyundai broadcast booth brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Hyundai's award-winning lineup of cars, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs put your safety first with an available class exclusive features plus America's best warranty. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. So, I got to also tell you there's some big defensive plays. We only talked about the offense, but how about Big Bill? Billings on that sack, that defensive play, brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Binny's Toast of the game of the fourth quarter. Binny's, Chicago family owned since 1948, because if you can't find it at Binny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
Santos kicked off, but I don't know why they blew it dead. Maybe he weren't quite ready to come out of the national TV broadcast. That's possible.
That's why I held off on saying it's probably not worth drinking. I was doing it for effect.
You did it for effect. I like it. You've really come a long way in your broadcast career. Now, timing is everything.
I was just acting.
So, twin returners for the Buffalo Bills. That's what we've seen across the league. Twin returners now with this new plan.
You know, defenders need reps, Jeff, because the Bears' defense has only been on the field for 18 plays in the first half. So there's guys out here that are going to be fighting for reps that need time on the field.
Excellent observation as the kick sails to K.J. Hamler. Retrieves inside the 5, far side of the field, up to numbers 10-20. Oh, penalty marker, 25-30, and he is really spilled. There's a big collision there. Daniel Hardy celebrating, and he does so very emotionally, but a Bear trying to shake things off there on kickoff return is Austin Booker. He's coming up limping. And that you do not want to see as he tries to shake it off and run to the sidelines. But Daniel Hardy, man, what a year difference makes. He plays with so much fire and emotion.
That's maybe how he makes this team. Yeah, he's going to be fed some pass rushes when they need him the most. But if he's a guy that you cannot leave off the roster because what he contributes on special teams, it's plays like that and hits you here out of parabolic mics that influence the coach's position and head.
Wande Owens, a rookie, with the penalty, so it backs up Mitchell Trubisky. Back in Chicago. Enjoyed a conversation with him at the practice field on Friday. Still love Chicago, love being a Bear. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. He's got a back set to his left. That is Frank Gore Jr. He'll get the carry, slanting right through a hole, breaks a tackle, crossing the 30, in between the hash marks, and spills out for a first down run to the 33-yard line. Nicely done there by the guys up front. And maybe some better tackling would have stopped him there, but he picks up 12 and a first down.
But nice pursuit by Hippolyte. He didn't get lost in the shuffle. He saw where the back was approaching through the hole, and he was able to take an angle to him and still get involved in the tackle.
Trubisky with 57 NFL starts, above 500. Only 7 starts, though, in the last 4 seasons. 29-20 as a Bears starter in his 4 years here. He's got a fresh set of downs, a play fake, and a roll to the right. Hits Gore open, right to the 35, 40, 45, and gets out of bounds. Chased down by the linebacker to the 46-yard line. Back-to-back first downs using Gore first on the ground, then through the air. He picks up 13 to tack on to that 12 that he added on the ground.
Yeah, Hippolyte again. He's able to take the proper pursuit angle, even though the running back had an advantage on him. And he was able to chase him to the sideline and get a hit and take him out of bounds.
Receiver to the left is Wilkerson for the Buffalo Bills as a handoff again. A nice strong run out of the gate by Gore, and a penalty marker flies after he is put down to the ground, so we'll see what that's all about.
Yeah.
Is that trouble with hitting the quarterback or something up
No,
front?
I think it might be Jacob Bayer, 61. Might have did a little bit of it.
Offense number 61.
Yep.
Okay.
10-yard
Arkansas State rookie, undrafted, and he is by far the smallest guy on this offensive line. There right now is 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 16 players deep. Let me just go through this a little bit. 6'5", 6'6", 6'7 and a half, 6'6", 6'5", 6'5", 6'6", 6'4 and 3/8, 6'5", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7", 6'5 and 6'8.
Yeah, and then you got Bayer playing center, who's the shortest guy of the offensive linemen, but sometimes that size can be effective at center.
He's an interesting story, and I'll tell you why in a moment. First down and 20. Mitchell Trubisky on the play fake, setting up in the pocket under a blitz. He throws. The pass is caught by the Bills. It's Wilkerson darting to the 40-yard line of the Bears. He circled back, and there is a penalty marker. He gets all the way down inside the Bears' 35-yard line on a big throw of 27 yards catch and run. Let me tell you about Bayer real quick, Tom. He blew out his ACL in March of 24. Okay, think about it now.
Okay.
March
24.
April, May, June, July, August. He was back on the field by week 2 and started 12 games.
Offense number 84.
It's a penalty on the Buffalo Bills. That's amazing. I've never heard of this, and no one ever did.
Well,
how did he get back that quickly?
You got to admire him for the effort that he put in to even give himself the opportunity to get back. But then great work by the doctors and the progress of how they are fixing different body parts nowadays. And so you got to admire the medical field, but you have to admire the willingness of this football player.
And what a big power lifter, and maybe that helps, Tom, because he's big in the weight room. 1st and 30 for Trubisky and company. Back to the 26-yard line. Trubisky takes the snap against a 4-man rush, sets the throw right. It is caught high in the air by Shavers, and he's thrown out of bounds on the far side of the field by the Bears defense. Jeremiah Walker defending that play. 12:30 to go, third quarter, 28-0 Bears, a gain of 7.
You put that pass to the receiver on the ground in motion, they get more out of it. But as soon as you make him leave his feet towards the sideline, you give that defenders those extra couple seconds to close the distance and stop the play right in his tracks. And that was happening on the flight of the ball that last play.
28-0 Bears, 2nd and 23 from the 33 for Mitchell Trubisky. They put him under center. Trubisky on the play fake, sidesteps to the pocket. Pressure coming late now. Hardy chasing him down. Trubisky running to the sideline, dumps it off to Gore for a short gain on the pass. Daniel Hardy creating pressure and almost, he hurried Mitch into that throw. The second half kickoff brought to you by Great Clips. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details and clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Download their app today, Great Clips. It's going to be great. Gain of 5. 3rd and 18.
Yeah, Daniel Hardy did a nice job of really creating a sense of urgency for Trubisky to get the ball to the shortest open receiver he possibly could.
Hamler slotted left, Wilkerson out to the left, and a single receiver. Shavers top of the field, corner in his face, cushion on the near side. Snap to Trubisky, arching back, throws the right sideline, deep ball incomplete, well covered, but it's going to draw a marker on Shavers. Walker, the rookie, will get the penalty, defending a taller receiver, Shavers, who is an outstanding gunner as well. Guy Tyrell Shavers out of San Diego State, 6'4", 211.
23. Spot foul, automatic first down.
So I think big on 3rd and 18.
One thing about Walker is he never made any attempt to turn and face the football. He just ran with the receivers, and I don't know if it was a face guarding type of a call or was he interfering with the body of the receiver over there at the Buffalo sideline.
11:26, opening drive, third quarter for the Buffalo Bills. Mitchell Trubisky goes under center. Got Wilkerson on a wing left. Now he kicks him out to the slot left snap and a toss left. Great penetration there by Chroma, and he could not finish the tackle. Lunging forward to get a couple to the 37-yard line. He gets the 2, but it would have been a nice tackle for loss for Jamari Chroma.
It sure would have. Chroma made a really nice effort upfield, got to the outside shoulder of his blocker and was able to gain space to get into the path of the running back. But, you know, the running backs are strong too, and that's what they're capable of, running out of attempted arm tackles.
Owens finishing up with Hippolyte for the 2 yards. Bears gave up the 5th most rushing yards in the NFL last season. That's a big point of emphasis to shut down the run. Snap back to Trubisky. Blitzing is Trey Flowers, and that taps the football away. So a well-timed unblocked blitz by Trey Flowers off the corner at Trubisky. Now rehose, and it's 3rd down and long.
That's something we look at quarterbacks, including Caleb Williams, these guys that are able to make a sidearm adjustment where they can see the unblocked blitzer who leaves his feet, and that they're able to drop their arm and get it to the receiver, make a play out of it. But Mitch continued with his follow-through, and the defender was able to get in the path of the ball.
3rd down and 8. Dennis Allen being aggressive with the blitz there. Now he's got bodies sprinkled all over the joint, looking like they're coming from different angles, showing a blitz again, and they are coming. Unblocked, pressure by Owens. Hurries the throw, incomplete. Hit Trubisky as he got rid of the ball. Jonathan Owens landed home and got the pressure on 3rd and 8. It is 4th down for the Bills.
God, the creative eyes of Dennis Allen, they're evident tonight because we've seen multiple guys being able to come. If they're not scot-free, they put themselves in a difficult blocking position where it puts pressure on the quarterback, it speeds up his throwing process, or even, deflected away a couple plays ago in the throwing lane.
Sean McDermott going forward on 4th and 8, 37-yard line of the Bears. Will they blitz again? It certainly looks like it. They are coming. And another unblocked Owens throwing down the right side. He sails it out of bounds and a penalty marker. Owens was coming again, and no one was picking him up. Let's see. Check the penalty. The Bills, by the way, 0 for 6 on third down tonight.
Yeah, and that was an overthrow there by Mitch. He did have a receiver towards their sideline, but he threw it in an uncatchable position.
Discussion underway with...
The result of the play is an incomplete pass. Personal foul, face mask. Offense number 75.
Oh, wow.
The 15-yard penalty will be enforced at the succeeding spot. It's first down, Chicago. Timeout.
Richard Garage, a first-year Florida undrafted free agent, and the Bears will get the benefit of that penalty and the ball, turning them over on downs with 10:34 to go in the third quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
With 3 locations to serve Chicagoland, Advantage Chevrolet gives you so much more. Visit and see the amazing inventory and savings at Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins. And Advantage Chevrolet values your time. They'll have you in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right. Drive off in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they will make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Must mention offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Illinois State University and Chicago's favorite football team have a lot in common. A long tradition. Illinois State is the oldest public university in Illinois. A history of success. Redbird graduates earn $15,000 more than the national average. And highly regarded recruits. Our newest freshman class is our largest ever. There's never been a better time to tune in on Sundays, and there's never been a better time to be a Redbird. Get started on a Hall of Fame career today. Learn more and apply for admission at illinoisstate.edu/admissions.
Tired of losing power? Feeling powerless? Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric today for a free estimate on a whole home standby generator. Never be without power again. Fully installed systems starting at just $99 a month. Power your sump pump, your fridge, your freezer, your garage doors, your heating and cooling so your home stays safe and comfortable. Four Seasons is the largest and most award-winning Generac dealer in Illinois.
Call it 664 Seasons.
Tom Thayer, Tuesdays at 1 on Carmen and Yurko.
Bears pitch the first half shutout. They carry it into the third quarter, get the Bills off the field on their opening drive, and now they take over. First down at 10 of the Bills' 47. Jeff Joniak, Tom Thayer with Jason McKee on the sidelines. Doug Coletti, our statistician. Paul Zaranger, engineer. Randy Flaws and Little Z with the parabolic mics down there. Good to have you alongside on this Sunday night. First down and 10, 47-yard line, and a handoff to the right side as Tyson Bagent remains in the game. No availability today for Case Keenum with a little injury, and a doubtful return, Tom, for Dominique Robinson with an ankle.
Oh, man, that's too bad because he's one of those guys that you talk about needing to be fed reps and more reps. You know, he's on that special teams contribution and pass rushing contribution.
Britton Brown with a very, very good first half, showing his physicality. Pick up that run of 2. He remains in the game on the right hip of his quarterback. Slot left, 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Pressure coming free as he turns to throw. The tight end is chopped down. They went low on Wilson, and now you know why tight ends.
I think it's going to be roughing the quarterback as well.
And the guy who was going low on the tight end, you went, oh. Yeah, he's the one that got hurt, but tight ends get hurt that way.
I hate that play for the tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 94. We'll add 15 yards to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Well, you know what's interesting on that? Bagent turned away from. He knew he was going to get hit, but he turned away from us. So it wasn't taking a face shot or right in the chest.
That self-preservation.
Yeah, that was Landon Jackson. And so they're tending to the injured Buffalo Bill. Go down to the sidelines at our Old National Bank sideline report with Jason McKee.
Yeah, new offensive line in the game. That was Kiran Amagaji at left tackle. Got beat by a cross chop, but obviously roughing the passer. New offensive line in there with Tyson Bagent.
Cross chop. Tell us what that is.
So speed to acceleration, but you just you're going to, if the left tackle is going to pass protect, he's going to try to punch you, but you want to come across and use both of your arms, your hands to swat his wrist, swat his elbow, cross chop him, then continue to accelerate upfield towards the quarterback.
Not everybody's good at that move. You know what, J-Mac? It's like it's a skill that you got to develop over countless number of rushes.
Yeah, it's just getting reps, and I had the opportunity to see some of this firsthand when I had Javon Dexter, you had Daniel Hardy, Austin Booker, all come up to our school, Carmel Catholic High School, and get some extra work in. Dominique Robinson was a frequent visitor. Those guys all working together, building chemistry, trying to perfect their craft, and it showed by the pressure that they've been generating throughout this preseason.
Using you as the offensive guard.
Oh, no, I had a big old bag with some a big old bag out there with the fake arms, so they were cross-shopping that. I'm retired.
Jordan Hancock taken off the field, the injured Buffalo Bill. The Bears now have the football at the 25-yard line of Buffalo at 9:54 to go, third quarter, and a 28-0 lead.
Luckily, Jordan's being walked to the bench, though, so hopefully it's a quick recovery for him.
So the Bears stack a pair of receivers to the right side. Turi is one of them, and Walker the other. Tight end, Wilson. Settles right side of the offensive line. Bajan under center, and now what?
False start. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Beyond Stephen Carlson.
A lot of that's something we talked about before the game, though. A lot of pre-snap motion. What does the quarterback know exactly what he's saying when he breaks a huddle? Then there's everybody that takes that pre-snap motion. No, because they bring Wilson in motion, Stephen Carlson in a stance to his left-hand side of the formation, and he's the one that jumped a little.
Wilson, the tight end, is to the numbers left in the slot to the right. Turi and J.P. Richardson back to throw. Bajan now looking over the middle, incomplete to Richardson. He was staring down the left side, then turned to start focusing on other directions as he goes through his progressions. Went to Richardson over the middle, incomplete. Bajan for the day is 12 of 18 for 189 yards.
You just got to feel confident in your protection, though, Jeff. Every time the quarterback goes to the line of scrimmage, you got to know where your vulnerabilities lie. And if you start feeling protection a little bit from the edge, maybe you start speed up your thinking process.
Looking at 2nd and 15 for Bajan. Brown with him in the gun. Snap is back. Throwing right side over through J.P. Richardson inside the 20. So that was probably the most off-target throw of the day for Tyson Bajan. Third down at 15.
Did he overthrow Richardson or underthrow Walker?
Interesting.
It's kind of in the proximity that they were.
Right.
It's a play that you probably have to go and look at a few times and see what was happening.
By the way, last week Bajan 13 of 19. Tonight 12 of 19. 9:19 to go in the third quarter. 28-0 Bears. Snap to Bajan. Pressure coming. Winds up, throws, caught. And it's going to be a catch made shy of the 20-yard line by Wilson, the tight end. And it'll be shy of a first down. The Bears will bring out Cairo Santos in the field goal unit. This is the Humana third quarter. Humana committed to putting health first, making it easier for people to get the care and support they need when they need it most. To learn more, visit localhumana.com.
I know Jay Mack would be happy with Britton that time because he really helped out left tackle Kron Amagashi. Gave him a good bump on that outside rusher to secure the block for the tackle.
Right hash, slight angle left. Don't see any flags moving on those posts. 40-yard try for Cairo Santos. Snap and placement. Winds up the foot and sends it airborne. And Cairo Santos adds to the lead in the third quarter on the Bears' opening drive of this quarter. 31-0 now. The Bears have the lead with 8:33 to play. 6 plays, 25 yards. Cairo for 40 yards and the field goal. Let's break on the Bears Radio Network.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. These days, there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, meditation apps, cleanses. But how do you know what really works for you? As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our fans get 10% off their first month of BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
$3.5 million. The Verdoyak Law Group wins again for their clients. You heard that right. The Verdoyak Law Group recovered $3.5 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoyak Law Group. Hey, it's the good kid. Let me tell you, playing pro football and being on the radio for years, I've had the chance to endorse many companies, but I've never endorsed one owned by close friends until now. The Verdoyak Law Group has been helping people for over 60 years, including my friends and neighbors. When you need a lawyer, experience matters. The Verdoyak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients, serving over 40,000 cases in personal injury, auto accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and more. Their proven results and commitment to clients make them the right choice. They've helped my neighbors and friends, and they'll help you too. Call 8444-VLG-LAW today. The Verdoyak Law Group. Experience you can trust.
You know that sound, and you better get used to it, because when you bank with Consumers Credit Union, you've got people cheering for you everywhere you go. Whether it's a quick run to the grocery store, the gas station, or shopping on your phone without even getting out of bed, when you get that kind of support with lower fees, great rates, and a team that's fully committed to your success, you win. Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner.
Albert Breer on Cap and J Hood, Tuesdays on ESPN Chicago.
8:33 to go, third quarter. Please have joined us on your Sunday night. Man, we are mid-August. One more preseason to go against Kansas City. We leave Thursday, play there Friday, and then it's all business, baby. It has been all business.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because we don't know Ben and how he feels about the third preseason game. Because there's such a long time in between the last preseason game and the regular season game, will he make the starters get dressed and come out for a series or two, or is it another night off and start setting your sights on Minnesota?
Any preference?
What I would start doing is I would start installing the Minnesota game plan this week with the starters and continue to install my game plan with the guys I know is going to play.
Santos the boot. Hamler on the other side. Inside is 5. Far side of the field. 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. They get a wrap up and down he goes. Nicely done. That was a sure tackle indeed, as coming in there was Ruben Hippolyte.
Yep, Hippolyte does a nice job, and he's obviously, with the rookie draft choice, he's going to be part of all four phases of the special teams, and he stays in on defense. So more you can do, the longer they keep you.
So we're seeing snippets of what the Bears are hoping to look like here in 2025 offensively. Looking for those big plays, catch and run plays, get that ground game going when it's time as necessary, and the pressure of Dennis Allen. Snap to Mitchell Trubisky. Throwing high, far, and wide for Laviska Shenault. No way that ball lands on the Buffalo side of the field on their bench. Incomplete.
And Mitch is complaining to the official for something, and I don't know if it was something downfield or what his complaint could be about. I would just keep my head inside the huddle and go to the next play.
4 straight incompletions for Trubisky. Second down and 10. 31-yard line, Buffalo territory. They're on the south end of Soldier Field, right to left. Bears defense picking guys up tight at the line of scrimmage across the board. Now here comes a safety blitz again from Cook. At least he thought he was coming. They hold off. He's still coming on the run, and he gets in there and makes contact. Doesn't quite finish the play, but did a lot of damage there. Cook with a nice peanut punch and scoop and score at practice against the Bills on Friday.
And again, it's become a taught tool. What Peanut developed here throughout his career in the NFL with the Bears, it's something now when you have a training tape and players are taught how to anticipate the opportunity.
Eccles in at linebacker now for the Bears. 3rd down and 5. We're a Bills team 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Mitchell Trubisky with 10 on the play clock. Gore trying to get settled. Now he puts him in front to help out in blocking here on this 3rd and 5. Snap back to Mitch on a short set. Throws incomplete to the outside. The receiver kept running down the field. Wilkerson, so a miscommunication there. And it's 4th down. The Bills go 3 and out. We'll punt the football.
I think Mitch obviously expected that receiver to hit a landmark and come back towards the sideline. He threw the ball to basically a back shoulder type look, but the receiver kept on going upfield.
And Mitch knows this Buffalo offense. Second tour of duty with him. Joe Brady here. knows the offense. And so I would think that that's something that is on the receiver, just my opinion. 4th and 5, 36-yard line. Now the punt, and it's a doozy. Robbins with a really, really good hang time punt. Retrieved, running left at the 10, to the 15, to the 20. J.P. Richardson spun down to the 26-yard line. So good patience when it's that long of a hang time, man. You don't know what's coming at you. You're waiting for that ball to fall out of the sky, but he did a nice job and retrieved and made something happen. So the Bears take over at their own 26 after this break. 7:23 to go, third quarter. 31-0 Bears. They've got the ball when we come back on the Bears Radio Network.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we are sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe, amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana, just off Exit 6, I-8094. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Acura is a leader in reliability and style. Drive home in your new Acura from Advantage Acura of Naperville. With more selection to choose from and more savings, they're committed to providing a smooth and easy car buying process. Advantage Acura values your time. They'll have you in your new Acura in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right, drive off in your new Acura in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageAcura.com or see them in Naperville.
Most mentioned offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
In Chicago, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life. And when the Bears hit the field, there's only one drink that brings the flavor, Dr. Pepper. It's bold, it's original, it's the best 23 flavors in football. So whether you're chilling in the stadium, tailgating in the lot, or yelling from afar, make sure you've got Dr. Pepper in hand. Go Bears, and drink up. It's a Pepper game.
At UI Health, compassion isn't just care, it's commitment. UI Health's team of experts listens to your story, understands your experience, and embraces your voice. That's because UI Health is with you every step of the way. Whether it's your stroke emergency, your cancer journey, or your transplant victory, UI Health's care heals and saves. UI Health, expert care for your journey. Learn more at uihealth.care.
Every Bears game on FM 100.3 HD2 ESPN Chicago.
31-0 Bears have the third quarter lead. They get the ball back once again, and Tyson Bajer remains in the lineup. First down and 10 at the 26-yard line. We'll get to J-Mac in a moment. Offensive line, Karana Magaji at left tackle, Jordan McFadden at left guard, Ricky Stromberg at center, Chris Glazer at right guard, and Jonathan Miles as they hand off the right side. A hard run, moves the pile. That's Britton Brown. He's impressed me tonight, I got to tell you.
I tell you what, he fouled Jonathan Miles, number 78, the right guard. I really like this guy.
Yeah.
He's got good leverage. He's got good balance. He's got a good physical style approach to his game. So it's going to be interesting to see how he pans out.
Gain of 4. And a 21-yard kick return there by the punt return by Richardson, by the way. 2nd and 6 from the 30 for Bajan and company. They drag Wilson in motion to the right side of the formation. 2 receivers. Snap. Play fake. Setting up to throw. Pressure coming on the edges. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. I should be a flag there.
Yeah.
And Brown trying to catch that ball as he was whacked on the play, trying to catch that football by the young linebacker Keontae Jenkins. Here's an Old National Bank sideline reporter, Jason McKee.
During that last break, Bears defensive end Austin Booker was escorted into the locker room after that big collision that happened on kickoff.
J-Man.
And he's been banged up a little bit today for sure. Coming at you from the Hyundai broadcast booth here at Soldier Field. 3rd down at 6, 30-yard line. Bears football, leading 31-0. Bills showing blitz, and they are coming. Everything's picked up. Bajan still waiting. Good protection. Late pressure coming. Rolls to his right. Throws to the sideline. Incomplete. Going for Wilson. And there was coverage there. Tight coverage. Nothing could develop there. Tight coverage on the play by Buffalo's Trey Herndon. A late addition this week added to the roster. So that'll force the Bears to punt the football. 3 and out.
Yeah,
Taylor to punt.
Too bad he couldn't take advantage of that protection. Nice job by the offensive line. Tyson Bajan had a fight to the outside. Saw Wilson as an open opportunity, but I think there was just an intersection of catch opportunity with collision.
Brandon Codrington, again in single safety to our right. He'll return the punt. 31-0 Bears, 6:31 to go third quarter. Chest high, no pressure, kick in the air. Codrington on his back pedal now all the way to the 10-yard line. Good hang time, 15. Numbers to the 20. 25, stops, and then he's whacked. You hear the sounds right there. Donovan Owens celebrating the contact there. Make that cook.
Is that only Torrey's second punt of the day?
Yeah. Good recall. 59 yards on the punt, 13 on the return, and Buffalo will take over again as Mitchell Trubisky will come out once again. 31-0 Bears in the third on the Bears Radio Network.
Hey Bears fans, it's Sylvie. Steinhoffel's a proud partner of the Chicago Bears. Just opened their newest furniture and mattress superstore in Maryville Plaza in Maryville, Indiana. That makes 7 Chicagoland locations with the best selection, unbeatable value, and styles for every space and budget. Plus, they're 100% employee owned. That's a local pride you can feel good about. Shop in-store or online anytime at steinhoffels.com.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota. Let's go places.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October.
A nice outing. Very good rhythm and continuity to the offense in that first half. Bajent then took over and did the same thing. First down and 10. They're going to end around to Hamler. Slowed down to the backfield, and another missed tackle. He stays alive across the 40-yard line. So Hamler skirts the sideline in the initial grasp of the Bears' young defensive end, Xavier Carlton, but not able to finish. Hamler on the end around 15 yards.
You know, it's really a difficult play to read for defenders, especially on the edge, because that handoff happens so quickly with so much deception. There's sometimes you don't even know that the guy coming in that jet motion is carrying the ball.
39-yard line. 5:42 to play in the third. Here's Trubisky. Play fake and a boot. Hits Hamler at the 40, chasing him down and making the tackle on the outside of the Bears defense. Mekhi Garner, a new addition this week. 1 of 4. Millard Bradford. Caleb Hayes also added to the Bears secondary, and Mark Perry. And with an injury to Terrell Smith, look how this works, man.
Nice anticipated angle on the play, because that receiver that just carried that jet sweep had a lot of speed, and the defensive back was able to intercept his path.
Pickup of 7, second down and 3. Trubisky on the give and in there to make the stop. Shy of a first down, or maybe close. Amin Agbangbamiga makes the tackle. It's a first down.
Agbangbamiga, another guy fighting for these important reps. I think when you have a couple guys like Hippolyte and Sewell playing such effective interior linebacker, Agbangbamiga's got to be able to reintroduce himself to these coaches, both in the special teams and his linebacker play.
Caleb Hayes picks up the near side receiver, a new addition to the Bears defense. Bills motion a tight end to the near side right. That is Steven Gosnell. First down and 10 for Trubisky. Takes the snap under pressure, throws way too tall, far side of the field. That intended for Wide receiver Caden Prather. Trubisky, 4 of 10, 32 yards. 31-0 Bears, 4:15 to play third quarter. Second down and 10 at midfield for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, a lot of those exterior passes that have to be precise. Mitch has sailed a couple of them over the top of the receiver. Even that vertical jump wasn't able to get his hands to the football.
Prather, a rookie out of Maryland, 7th rounder. He stays on the field 2x2 and a tight end in the slot to the near side. Snap to Trubisky, quickly screen to that tight end, and he catches the ball at the 50 to the 45, gets a first down, up the numbers into Bears territory to the 39-yard line. So nice work there by the Buffalo Bills, 11 yards. That's not a tight end, but a wide receiver, Gosnell, 6'1", 198, rookie undrafted out of Virginia Tech and a North Carolina transfer.
Well, you see how precise that pass has to be in order for that play to work efficiently. That time it was a good throw by Trubisky to keep the receiver in motion.
Hayes and Cook collaborate on the stop. Safety's back, corners tight, snap, handing off. Looping inside with room to run. Gore slithering through inside the 30 between the hash marks. He'll get a first down to the Bears 27. Gore's actually had some nice pickups, including 12 right there for his day.
Yeah, you think of what his dad did.
7 for 40, by the way.
In terms of years of service, production, what he was able to give the NFL, and now trying to create, the son is trying to create his own opportunity here.
Frank Gore was so good.
I think that he was boxing after his football career.
I know. 390 yards of offense for the Bears, 140 for the Bills. They've driven to the Bears 27 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. Here's another play fake, and Trubisky goes right back to Gore. Spins and turns upfield. Agbangbamiga chases him down to the sideline right. Frank Gore, statistically, I'm just doing some quick work here on my phone. Because, Doug's too busy to be looking up this stuff.
He could be one of the top 4 or 5 in rushing. He's got that many years of service and numbers.
Second down and 4 at the 21-yard line of the Bears, coming up on 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. A trio of receivers split to the left, single receiver to the right, and the snap is back to Trubisky. Clean pocket. Over the middle, Gore on the run. Makes the catch. They ripped it out of there. And it's recovered by the Bears. Cook again, I believe, forced the fumble. Recovered at the 13-yard line by the Bears. How about that? Alex Cook recovered by the young defensive end from Cal, making the recovery, and the Bears have taken the ball away. Xavier Carlton with the recovery.
Was that another peanut punch?
Looks that way, and a first down for the Bears at their own 14 when we return with 2:11 to go here in the third quarter. 31-0 Bears on the Bears Radio Network.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
If you're turning 65 or new to Medicare, Humana might just have the health plan you're looking for. Our Medicare Advantage plans offer coverage and care you can count on. You could get a plan with a $0 premium, or an all-in-one plan that may include medical and prescription coverage, as well as routine dental, vision, and hearing. Learn more at GetHumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
$3.5 million. The Verdoyak Law Group wins again for their clients. You heard that right. The Verdoyak Law Group recovered $3.5 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoyak Law Group. Hey, it's the good kid. Let me tell you, playing pro football and being on the radio for years, I've had the chance to endorse many companies, but I've never endorsed one owned by close friends until now. The Verdoyak Law Group has been helping people for over 60 years, including my friends and neighbors. When you need a lawyer, experience matters. The Verdoyak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients, serving over 40,000 cases in personal injury, auto accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and more. Their proven results and commitment to clients make them the right choice. They've helped my neighbors and friends, and they'll help you too. Call 844-4VLG-LAW today. The Verdoyak Law Group. Experience you can trust.
Bears Friday starts with Cap and J Hood at 7 a.m. ESPN Chicago.
That big defensive play brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Benny's Toast of the Game of the fourth quarter. Benny's, Chicago family owned since 1948. If you can't find it at Benny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
The fumble recovery by Postman Law. Injured? Call Postman Law. Others promise. Postman delivers. And the delivery there, the actual forced fumble by Amin Agbangbamiga, recovered on the play by the rookie Xavier Carlton. They had reached the 10 and the Bears turn them away. Peanut punch. Relevant again. Austin Reed on the play fake. He's in at quarterback. Fires it over the middle on a heck of a throw to the 20 to the 25-yard line. The receiver is slammed down right there. Stopped his forward progress, but a heck of a throw under pressure. I believe that was Samari Toure who makes the catch. Pickup of 12.
Really nice play fake, but where the receiver set up, it wasn't a bootleg where you dragged it all the way out towards the sideline. The quarterback faked, dragged it, and threw. Really nice play.
By the way, Bills only had 8 turnovers last year. Fewest in the NFL. Tied with the Saints with the fewest in the season since 2000. Here's Reed on the handoff. Wheeler gets to the 31 or 2-yard line. So you had a heck of a day today, buddy. A lot of love from team president and CEO Kevin Warren as part of that 40th anniversary of the Super Bowl champions. And I know you got a lot of activities coming up with that. Yes. That had to make you feel,
I'm excited.
Feel good, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun, because I've had a chance to talk to a bunch of players, and we have some other things from behind the scenes, and as well as the Monday night game here against Minnesota. I think the older we get, the closer we get.
Well, that's good to hear. Trips to the left. One receiver to the right. 2nd and 4 of the 32. Here's Reed with time. Throws over the middle to J.P. Richardson for a first down to the 42-yard line. And a birthday weekend, and you had, again, lots of sweets.
Cupcakes from Christine, cookies from Doug's lady, Michelle.
You're a fortunate guy.
Oh, I know.
You wouldn't even share them, really, though. You're taking them home.
Yeah, it's your own birthday. 364 more days. I'll get some more.
Right. First down and 10 from the 38. Yeah, everybody loves you, Tom.
Yeah.
I right from the 38-yard line. Austin Reed in at quarterback, making a check at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what he does with it here. Or is he going to nope, he's going to give Wheeler, patiently try to find some room. Hits the corner, and he's going to get whacked. High load right there to the sidelines by the Buffalo Bills defenders. One, Daquan Hardy. The other was, I knew this was going to happen, Adufan Ulofoshino. I know I botched it. I can guarantee you that I did not say that name correctly. I will get it back in the fourth quarter. We are through 3. It's the Bears 31, the Bills nothing at Soldier Field on the Bears Radio Network.
It's not a tailgate until someone burns the brats and forgets the bottle opener.
Dude, that happened one time. And I brought the beer. Yingling Flight. Thank you very much.
Smart move. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. Light enough to go the distance, unlike your cousin trying to toss a spiral.
And it actually tastes like beer, not like those mystery seltzers in Steve's cooler.
This season, skip the gimmicks. Yingling Flight. Raise the bar on your tailgate. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Is your old air conditioner running all the time, but not cooling your home? Stop wasting energy and money. Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric today for a complete AC cleaning and tune-up. And we'll include, absolutely free, a 1-year, no-breakdown guarantee, all for just $89.95. That's right. We guarantee your AC will cool your home for an entire year or your money back. Call 866-4 Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Offers end September 2nd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
You know that sound, and you better get used to it. Because when you bank with Consumers Credit Union, you got people cheering for you everywhere you Whether it's a quick run to the grocery store, the gas station, or shopping on your phone without even getting out of bed, when you get that kind of support with lower fees, great rates, and a team that's fully committed to your success, you win. Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner.
Peggy and Yurko, post game on.
At 8 to the 40-yard line, they flip it now. We'll right to left from the south end of Soldier Field, headed to the north end. It's a day that has produced 416 yards of offense, 5-11 on third down, 23 first downs. Austin Reed on the handoff. Wheeler sprinting right with a head of steam. He's brought down near the 47-yard line of the Bears. He'll pick up a nice little run with a sprint, and every carry he gets, more and more removed from that injury a year ago in the preseason.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he committed to the rehabilitation that it takes in order to have knee recovery surgery done, and he's able to answer the bell since the beginning of training camp and never shies away from work or contact.
Jenkins and Hardy collaborate on that stop. 3rd down and 2. Snap out of the gun. Again, it's Wheeler breaking through into the secondary. Spun down to the 43-yard line of the 42 of the Buffalo Bills. Just outside the hash and inside the numbers. Nice clearing by the offensive line to get that kid going.
Nice job of making the unblocked safety miss, first of all, then raising his feet above that attempted tackle to get more positive yards out of it.
Down to J-Mac in an Old National Bank sideline report.
It's good to see Ian Wheeler picking up where he left off last year's preseason. Made a lot of explosive plays last year, doing the same here in tonight's preseason game.
Wilson in tight at left end. Richardson, the slot outside of him. Toure, 2 receivers to the right. 4. Austin Reed, snap back. Nice clean pocket. Down the middle of the field, deep incomplete for Wilson. There was traffic down there. 3 white-clad Buffalo Bills defenders, but it falls incomplete harmlessly. 2nd down and 10, but a good shot down the middle of the field in that position from the 42.
Yeah, but I thought a Buffalo Bill player, I don't know if it's 20 or 28, I can't read his number, that possibly could have had a shot at maybe 28, could have had a shot out of grabbing that out of the air, but he was, heck bent on hitting the tight end if he did catch it.
Just underway the 4th quarter. Bears 2nd down and 10. Snap, toss left. Here's Brown, the running back, and he is spilled to the sidelines on a low hit that sent him tumbling in the air. Tackle made on a 3-yard run by the Buffalo Bills. Where's my stuff? Here we go. That was Shaq. Make that Jamarcus Ingram, the linebacker.
That was equal contact, Big Jeff. I think it's using the shoulder. Britton used the shoulder pads and helmet, just like the defender used his shoulder pads and helmet. So I think it was like equal collision there.
Sounds fair to me. 3rd down at 7 for the Bears. Austin Reed got into the game last week and could have led the Bears to victory. There were some drop passes that would have put him in position to win. Reed guns it over the middle. Pass is caught. Spinning down with the 1st down to the 30-yard line. Jade Walker makes the catch. An impressive late training camp and an impressive game last week. Nearly a punt block tonight. He took a pop there, just shy of the 30, but it's a 1st down.
I want him to score because I want to see a repeat of that dance that he does, because I feel probably the next time you go into Sylvie and Waddle show, you'll probably go in with that dance move.
I tell you right now, I'd pop a hamstring. That is the Juby Slide, a TikTok sensation, which became quite popular at Texas A&M for him. Snap, Brown, the handoff. He doesn't get much. Maybe a loss on the play, looks like it. Back to the 31, loss of a yard. 12-10 to go in the game.
Have you ever put anything on TikTok?
Absolutely not. I'm not a member. Is that what you call it? A member or our director of content, Danny Zetterman. You're what do you call that? A member? Or what are we? You sign up for TikTok? I don't know. Is that right? He's not even playing with me right now. He's not playing with me. 2nd down and 11. I know what J-Mac's going to do here. Don't you worry. 31-yard line, Buffalo territory for Austin Reed. Late blitz picked up beautifully. Throw over the middle. J.P. Richardson for a 1st down. Inside the 20 and popped. Slow getting up. J.P. Richardson hung out of the football, but he's shaken up. Trying to shake that thing off. J.P. Richardson with a burst, J-Mac. Old National Banks. No comments about the dancing.
You learned that dance from TikTok. Don't act like you're not a member.
No,
it went viral on TikTok. No shame in it. You had rhythm. You look good, man.
You made fun of it right away. So is that JP still having
JP
trouble?
Richardson having a tough time recovering.
Yeah, he took some hits coming over the middle.
It's been you know what? Honestly, I know the Bears are pounding these guys, but it's been a physical game.
Yeah, it has. But I think this is what you expect out of a Sean McDermott team, and then you expect it out of a Dennis Allen-led defense. So I don't think there's any surprise from anybody who pays attention to the NFL, and they've seen what these two teams offer each other.
Already today, the Bears have some injury concerns, not least of which is Terrell Smith, carted off on the field with a knee injury. Deion Hankins, the running back, who had some strong runs in the first quarter, he started the day. Monangai didn't play. We don't know exactly why. Knee. Dom Robinson, right ankle. And Booker left the game with a knee. So up on his feet, Richardson sprints to the sideline.
So after Booker was limping on the field, he made it to the sideline. I hope he went in just to start treatment before, anything sets in. And I do think that if you can get a jump on the treatment that these trainers can offer you, it really can expedite the whole healing process.
Bears in the Illinois State University red zone. They've lived in the red zone of the first half. Austin Reed in at quarterback, got a pair of receivers tight to the formation inside the numbers. Alexander in motion, snap, turn, giving up the middle. And a run that gets them inside the 15-yard line, right into the teeth of the Buffalo Bills defense. That's Ian Wheeler with the run. Gain of 2 yards. Austin Reed trying to put something on tape too, Tommy. Terrific college career. Got an opportunity last preseason. He fit in perfectly, honestly, as that room. He's a very lighthearted guy, but serious about his business.
And Case Keenum didn't dress today, so you don't know what the situation is there.
2 receivers right. Everything's tight in the formation. Checks being made. Austin Reed with the back to his right. Wing left is Wilson, the tight end. Snap is back. Reed with time. Was going to go throw the football. Slipped out of his hand. Picks it up and he runs left to the 10-yard line to make something out of nothing. Good awareness and scampering to the sideline. He picks up some yards. 10 minutes to play in the game and a gain of 4 for Austin Reed.
10 minutes to play in the game, Jeff, and this will be the Bears' 72nd snap. That's usually what you run, sometimes less, in the course of an entire game.
The tempo at which they're doing it, and the defense has held the Buffalo Bills under 200 yards. 2024 average was 62 snaps for the league. Bears had 64. And a timeout.
Well, they threw a red flag.
Okay.
Because Sean McDermott is going to say incomplete forward pass instead of fumble, pick up, and run for positive yards. And both coaches have won.
Yeah. Would you say that happened here as you look at it, Tommy? The replay rate? Yeah.
Rolled backwards. We're going to see if it was forward.
All right, we'll take a break as they sort that out. 31-0. Bears the lead. 9:40 to play in the game here in the fourth quarter of the Bears Radio Network.
At UI Health, compassion isn't just care, it's commitment. UI Health's team of experts listens to your story, understands your experience, and embraces your voice. That's because UI Health is with you every step of the way. Whether it's your stroke emergency, your cancer journey, or your transplant victory, UI Health's care heals and saves. UI Health, expert care for your journey. Learn more at uihealth.care.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey Bears fans, it's Sylvie. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Chicago Bears, and this season, they're teaming up with Special Spaces Illinois to create dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Every time the Bears defense causes a false start at home, Steinhoffels donates $1,000 to Special Spaces Illinois. Steinhoffels, now with 7 locations, has Chicagoland's largest selection of furniture and mattresses, all styles, every budget, and they're 100% employee-owned. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
You know me, I love a moment of certainty, and when it comes to your home, Jeff has the solution.
That's right, Jeff, because in this market, you shouldn't take a chance selling your house with just anyone.
No commissions, no lengthy showings, just a direct approach from a local, veteran-owned company.
Since 2007, we've been buying houses quickly in Chicagoland. Get your easy as-is offer today.
Move forward with confidence, just like winning the coin toss. Visit JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Booth review clarified that it was a forward throw, so it is 3rd down and 4 at the 10-yard line. The 4 yards taken away on the run. They're taking a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. We're in the 4th quarter, 9:40 to go. Down to our Old National Bank sideline reporting, Jason McKee.
Injury starting to mount up for the Bears. Bears wide receiver J.P. Richardson just was escorted into the locker room.
All right. Bears are 3 of 3 in the red zone. Bills have not entered the red zone, but this is trip number 4. Can Austin Reed pay it off? Jade Walker out to the right. They slot a receiver inside and Toure in tight to the left. Snap out of the gun. A run up the middle. Moving his chains up the middle and tumbling in. Ian Wheeler with a touchdown. Clear path to the end zone. Nice hole. He took advantage of it and blasted in. And the Bears extend their lead over the Buffalo Bills.
Again, nice job by the offensive line. They created a path that if you have the vision of Ian Wheeler, you're able to set your sights on the goal line, make a couple moves, making a couple of attempted tackles miss, and get yourself in the end zone. And congratulations for what you've been able to accomplish tonight in your recovery over the offseason.
A 2-touchdown game for him and a 37-0 lead. Point pending here with Santos. Snap and spot, kick up. Good. 14-play, 86-yard drive. They chewed up 7 minutes and 36 seconds. Most of it here in the early portion of the 4th quarter. 9:35 remaining in the ball game. And the Bears, 38-0. The lead in front of a crowd of 49,445. Your home game attendance brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for wherever you go. And it's been a really good crowd.
It has been a great crowd. It really surprised me because I've been paranoid about having the Air and Water Show the same day on the lakefront as, the Cubs might have played today, I'm not sure, but this game tonight, just an incredible crowd. It was just a great support by you guys.
Yeah, you are correct. The Cubs did play.
I mean,
you paranoid about traffic?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I had no idea.
I'm the worst.
Oh, no question. Let's pause for station identification on the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is the home of the Bears. ESPN Chicago. WMVP. WTBC HD2. Chicago.
Here is the kick. It sails to the 5, far side of the field. 10, 15, 20, 25. Hamler across the 30. And he's brought down around the 33-yard line. Coverage better this week than last?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they're taking the proper angles of approach. Even though they do have some offensive player in there, they have a lot of defensive players in there that are in there. They know how to tackle, and they know how to defend, disengage from blockers and everything that's necessary to limit the success of a return.
Hippolyte on the tackle. Would you say, from everything we've seen at camp, Wheeler running with conviction tonight, the best we've seen in the preseason, even during training camp, as a run to the right for the Buffalo Bills? He looked like he did last year.
I think you run with a different purpose when you're playing in live game action, because in practice a lot of times that you're not going to have a full-fledged real confrontation, and in a game it's for real, so you got to bring a little bit extra. You got to bring that 10% extra that maybe sometimes you don't have to use in practice.
Gain of 10 on a first down run by Gore to the 44. Here is a throw to the right side, pass caught to the 45, making a move, and boy, he took a pop. That hit there delivered by the Bears in the secondary. kind of a two-tangled situation there. And the hit provided by Caleb Hayes. Pickup of 11 yards, though. And the new quarterback, by the way, for the Bills, Tom Limby, Shane Buechele, the former University of Texas quarterback.
Any relation to Bobby Buechele?
That's Boucher, Tom. That's Boucher.
Yes.
And a very funny movie. You know, I'm wrong, by the way. SMU. His dad, Steve, worked for the Texas Rangers. That's where I got mixed up. Here's a fly sweep running from right to left into Bears territory and run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And that run there by Buffalo gets them a little deeper into Bears territory, down 38-0 at 8:02 to go. You were telling me something interesting. I said I wanted to bring it up in the fourth quarter, which I didn't know all these years we've worked together, that you at Notre Dame play-to-play swap sides
Played
of the
a
line.
year.
No. In the game, you go, here's the fake handoff. Buechele looking to throw, has time, gonna gun it. He's got a man down there into the end zone, incomplete. Chenault couldn't reach it, and he overthrew him into the blue paint. So you played two different guard positions, snap to snap. They moved you on one side to the left based on the strength of the formation?
See, we didn't call right guard, left guard, or right side, left side. We called quick guard, strong guard. And so the offensive tackle, the offensive guard in tandem, if you were lined up in the strong side, then you went to that side, and then the quick guard went to the other side. So you played a different position on a lot of different plays, but so you played every position, or both sides of the offensive line.
And how was that? Because we often talk about right-handed stance, left-handed stance. Did it bother you at all? Bears are blitzing on 3rd and 5. Buechele gets it away, but man, there was heat coming in the form of Mark Perry, one of the new additions for the Bears.
It was really a cool system, because if you were a quick guard, you did a lot more trapping and pulling and leading sweeps and stuff. And then if you were the strong guard, you were a lot of times at the point of attack, or in a position where you had that type of responsibility. So it was kind of a cool, imaginative offense and use of the offensive line, and that's the way we did it.
7:33 remaining in the game. It's 4th and 5. Sean McDermott going for it here from the Bears 41, trailing 38-0. Bears are blitzing from deep in the secondary, lobbing a throw deep down the right side. It sails out of bounds, well covered. Maybe a step on the outside by the receiver, but it falls incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended target, and the Bears take over on downs with 7:28 to play in the ballgame.
Real quickly, just about Frank Gore Sr., 16,000 yards rushing, 3,985 yards receiving, almost 20,000 yards, 19,985, 100 TDs, and average 4.3 yards per rush. He's third in the NFL behind Emmett and Walter Payton. So, that was an unbelievable number that he put together throughout his career.
And a great dude, great guy. Got in terms of scouting a little bit, and as you said, boxing. Austin Reed on the give to Brown. And, he, as you said earlier, he's dishing out as much as he's taking.
Yeah.
I kind of like the way he's going about his business. Britton Brown out of UCLA, 3rd year, 7th round pick by the Vegas Raiders. Pick number 250. Did not play last season, but he did play 6 games. He had an injury in 23. Other thing about him, very physical, yes, but he's got big hands for pass receiving. 42 games in college. He averaged 5.6 a carry, 21 touchdowns, and a couple of touchdowns receiving.
Maybe it's a guy Eric Bieniemy knew from UCLA.
Well, yeah, you know what? He wasn't there then, because I looked this up. 2nd and 9 with the 42. Here's the roll by Reed. And he found his guy at the 35-yard line. That's Samori Toure. First down Bears. Nice execution of the bootleg by Austin Reed. Picks up 13 yards. The current coach at UCLA was his running backs coach, and Chip Kelly was working with him then, Britton Brown.
Well, Ben has often talked about the dirty yards that he wants to get out of a running back. And so we've seen a lot of that from either Ian Wheeler or Britton Brown or a lot of these running backs who have shown that they're willing to get physical when they need that 1 to 3 extra yards.
You hear the count and the cadence by the quarterback, Austin Reed. Gives to the deep back there out of the eye, and it's Brown staying on his feet.
trying to stay in bounds of the 40-yard line. 5:58 clock, runs on a first down run to the right by Brown.
How many penalties have the Bears had tonight?
I believe one.
Because Doug gave us the card. They had 5.
Oh, 5.
Okay, so they had 5 last week, and then they have 5 again this
Doug
week.
got disgusted with me. I thought it was 1, but, like a player, I can't think. And Doug gets very agitated if you mess with his stats. Don't mess with Doug's stats. Wait till it comes from above upon high. 2nd and 4, 39-yard line. I say that with utmost respect, Doug. Uncovered slot. Keep an eye on this as Austin Reed goes to work. Instead, they hand it off to Brown, blasting up the middle, free to the 30. Ooh. And, man, that was a collision that kept him on his feet, but is probably going to bring him to the sidelines and maybe a little woozy at the 25. Did he hit Samari Torrey, his own player, on that
I think there was a collision of 2 Buffalo Bills and 2 Chicago Bears.
Brown's coming out.
Yeah, he's going to come over
that was vicious to the 25-yard line.
But he still, the thing about it is he hit it at full speed.
Yes, he
so
did.
It wasn't like he delivered as much impact as he took there.
To the 25, 4:47 clock running. Eye right for Austin Reed. He'll take and turn. This time a play fake and another bootleg throw. Right side, caught. First down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Jade Walker making the catch. Pickup of 12.
Great throw.
Great throw.
It's a tight window throw for Austin, but he makes it, and he makes it while he's on the move. It's not a standstill, straight drop-back throw, so I think that every defensive coordinator that the Bears are going to play are put on notice that they better protect their exterior.
You heard me ask Ben Johnson in the pregame interview about that big Bills-Lions game last year. They each put up over 45 points. In that game, Detroit had 521 yards of offense and 30 first downs. Tonight, 522 yards and 30 first downs on a run to the left by Ian Wheeler. So they've added to that. How about that for symmetry, Ben Johnson? Last year, regular season, tonight, 520-plus yards and 30 first downs and 3 more yards right there. That's interesting stuff right there.
They practice against these guys during the week. You kind of get a little bit of a feel of what they're all about. And it's not like, I don't know if Ben even scripts for a preseason game or he just goes out there and runs plays. But the production was evident from the very first play.
2nd and 7 at the 11th, the Illinois State red zone for the Bears. 4 on the play clock, 3:13 on the game clock. Austin Reed pulls from center with 1 on the clock. Handing off, blasting up the middle. It's Wheeler down to the 5-yard line, make it the 6. He'll be about a yard shy of a first down. He's running hard up the middle, too.
He is, but he's being complimented by solid offensive line play up front. Dan Rochar, the offensive line coach, has done a really nice job of getting all 3 levels of these offensive linemen done. And I'm glad to see Karan Amagaji getting a number of plays because he needs a hard evaluation, and this is the only way.
3rd and 2, tight end motion to the left side. And now to the right, Maurice Alexander. Play clock to 5, game clock down to 2:30. Snap, handing off, Wheeler again off the left side. The Bills get to him, but did he get the first down? He should. We'll see where they mark it. If it's at the 4, it's a Bears first down. It was 3rd down and 2 as we wind towards the 2-minute warning.
They got it.
First down Bears. Down to J-Mac at our Old National Bank sideline report.
We're looking at this run game. You've seen everything. You've seen outside zone, inside zone. You've seen counter. But the amazing thing is the way that Coach Johnson gets to it by different formations, making it look the same, but obviously a different run scheme.
We've arrived at the 2-minute warning, the official beer of your Chicago Bears. It's Miller time, Chicago. 38-0 Bears over the Bills on the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
$3.5 million. The Verdoyak Law Group wins again for their clients. You heard that right. The Verdoyak Law Group recovered $3.5 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoyak Law Group. Hey, it's the good kid. Let me tell you, playing pro football and being on the radio for years, I've had the chance to endorse many companies, but I've never endorsed one owned by close friends until now. The Verdoyak Law Group has been helping people for over 60 years, including my friends and neighbors. When you need a lawyer, experience matters. The Verdoliak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients, serving over 40,000 cases in personal injury, auto accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and more. Their proven results and commitment to clients make them the right choice. They've helped my neighbors and friends, and they'll help you too. Call 8444-VLG-LAW today. The Verdoliak Law Group. Experience you can trust. Are you confident your retirement game plan is as strong as steel? Hey, it's Yurko from Mitch Lyons Wealth. MitchLyonsWealth.com is full of tools for you to access at no cost to make sure you're positioned to win retirement. Go to MitchLyonsWealth.com today and get a free copy of Mitch's book or his retirement documentary. You can set a no-obligation 10-minute call with Mitch and his team to see if strategies they are utilizing might improve your retirement. That's MitchLyonsWealth.com, your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Joniak and Thayer with Jason McKean, Bears football, ESPN Chicago.
Welcome back to the Hyundai broadcast booth, brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Hyundai's award-winning lineup of cars, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs. Put your safety first with available class exclusive features plus America's best warranty. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. As the Bears have taken a second knee with 1:18 to play in the game and a 38-0 lead. Austin Reed delivering that. Time now for our Binny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game, presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, official champagne provider of Chicago Bears Radio. If you can't find it at Binny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
How about the rushing combined for Brown and Wheeler? Brown and Wheeler, 35 carries, 153 yards, and 3 touchdowns, baby. I love it. Preseason football, fourth quarter style. Today's Toast of the Game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, official champagne provider of Chicago Bears Radio. If you can't find it at Binny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
How about that?
How about that?
Love that.
I want to see a lot more of that. I'm a big fan of that type of stat at the end of the game.
One more, and that'll do it. Now, has anything cleared up about the elephant in the room, and that is the left tackle position? Still yet to be determined.
Ask me that same question when we're, doing the podcast, and we'll be able to talk a little clearer about it.
Yep, got to take a look at it, see. But this was an impressive day for the Bears overall. Everything about it. Hopefully the injury situation isn't as severe as some of it looked, and we'll hold off on that and see when we get back to Hallis Hall on Tuesday to see what's up. But overall, 38-0 win, an impressive opening drive. That's where all the conversation's going to start. 7-play, 92-yard drive to a touchdown to Zacchaeus. Brown, a 1-yard run to cap a 12-play drive. Then Bajan, a touchdown to Tyler Scott in the corner of the end zone. Beautiful throw. Wheeler, a 1-yard run. Santos, a 40-yard field goal. Wheeler, a 10-yard run. Back-to-back preseasons of 2 touchdowns for Ian Wheeler, bouncing back from that ACL. Overall, the Bears did a lot of great things defensively, too. I'm not just going to talk about offense today because they prevented this team from converting a 3rd or 4th down, so 0 for 10, and held the Bills to under 200 yards. Now, they didn't play starters from the jump. They did not, but it doesn't matter. Bears were blitzing. They played aggressive from start to finish in all 3 phases.
I like their offensive creativity, and I like their defensive creativity. And I think when you talk about the offensive coordinator, Ben, the defensive coordinator, Dennis, those are the 2 certains that you're going to bring into the last preseason and the first regular season game. So I want to see him build on what they've, showed tonight and what they're going to see in practice.
First Bears preseason shutout since August 13th of 1994, 16-0 over the Arizona Cardinals. Tom.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the day after the rain game, was it? Remember we had a game against Arizona, the locker room flooded? It might have been. They moved the game to the next night, remember that?
Yes.
There was, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was in the old Soldier Field before the reconstruction. So awaiting J-Mac on the field. We'll get to him